Podcast History VTuber. How you doing? And hello, Serenity. How are you doing? Black. I have no idea what Discord's new ping sound is because I have not seen it. I've not heard it, rather. I don't usually have Discord notification sounds on because I don't like the sudden ping in my ear. Yeah. Water! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, normally I don't do handcam streams midweek, right? But this kill team set I love so much. I love it. I've been excited. I actually debate if I'm going to get it or not because it is expensive. It only has 20 models in it and I don't have a Tau army and I don't play kill team. So yeah, there's that. And I do have guardsmen. I do have guardsman stuff. Not non-tempestus stuff, but you know, maybe it would be good. But I do like the terrain that comes with it. I do like all the extra bits. Please check your drop frames, hon. Buffering every few seconds. I don't have any dropped frames. Everything's fine on my end according to OBS. YouTube's not complaining at me. Is anyone else getting dropped frames? Hello, Mercury. How you doing? How you doing, Mercury? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Been listening to any good music? Yeah, everything's fine. No dropped frames, no buffering. Oh, you're also getting dropped frames. Huh. Auntie's got no frame problems. Could it be a server problem? Like a YouTube both in America or something? Huh. Let me look. Let me look. Is it? Yeah, YouTube's not telling me if there's any latency issue. Let me look at stream. Stream status is excellent. Stream status is excellent. Stream is healthy. I don't know how to make my teeth move when I'm by my voice. I might have to ask what's the name about that. But yeah, according everything's fine. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to hope that YouTube fixes itself. Sounds like a YouTube server issue then. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I hope it fixes itself. I hope it fixes itself. There's nothing I can do on my end. Unfortunately, my internet's fine. Everything's good on my end accordingly. Oh my gosh. What do people think about this stinging drawing though? It's not very good. I know it's not. When you went live from starting soon screen, it was perfect. Ah. I mean, no, there's nothing here. You're listening to Taking a Chance on You by Sticky Fingers, Boogie Nights, Love Theme, and Jake Shut You Dissa. Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce that one, but at least it's by an easy to pronounce name, Ladia. But I hope that's how you pronounce it. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope the issues fix themselves. I hope it's not on my side of things. Oh, my CPU is at 30% stress. Oh my gosh. That's more stress than I expected it. But, handcam! Love heart! I never actually checked my camera settings to see if it's working well today. Brightness does seem a bit high. But, hey there, Lamon, how you doing? How you doing? We got to get a kill team box, so let's make room of a kill team box. There's lots of dice here. I'm sorry if there's lots of dice. Let's see if I roll the dice, what happens, what results do I get? I do like listening to Brazilian songs. Yeah. Okay, I got 2 6 on 16 dice, 2 6s, 2 5s, 1 4, a lot of 2 4s. Ooh, but a lot of 3s. That's 5 3s. 1, 2, and 4. That's an unnatural number of ones. I mean, all in all, though, the results of less than 3 is 5, which is about average. I got 7, 4, 3s and 4s, which is just over average. And I got 4, 5s and 6s, which is just under average. You having a good morning? Woo! Woo! Hope it stays very good. Oh my gosh, you can see where it's like my glove ends. It's like black, 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 black. And then it's like right. Exactly where my glove ends, right here. You can see it's darker. Oh, it's thin material here. I need to buy new gloves. I finally managed to buy some new chokers. They're like necklaces choke. That looked like I just made everything go when I just smacked the table and everyone started firing up. Oh, so hello iOS, how you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I'm checking my stream health. Everything still seems fine. Everything seems good. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let me get a big box. Such a big box. It's so heavy. Good. You got spiked battered. Oh my gosh. Look at this. At least it doesn't show my reflection on it. There we go. Yeah, it's too big to fit on for... It's so big, but this is for box. You want to see the picture on the box? You can see part of the thumb. Actually, I'll try showing it. But, there you go. See, there's the sting wings. They're so cool. There they are. They're so cool. Have we got a cool gun? Look at that cool gun. Look at the guy's fighting from. Look, he's got a plasma gun. You can tell because he's got a little chargy thing at the back. Oh, look, that guy, that Vespid is giving a hug to this guy. Oh, their friends are hugging one another. Oh, it's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. I don't know if calling iOS IOA was on purpose or not, but considering how much she's throwing around those bombs, it feels very fitting. Oh my gosh, my exposure seems overly high currently on this thing. This camera. Let me just mess with my video capture device. Properties. Configure video. Can I lower that to 3? Okay, that's brought down the exposure to a more reasonable. Yeah, that's a more reasonable level of exposure. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at what we get in the kit. Oh, this is an interesting way to do the sprue. Oh, normally the sprue is like a square, right? That contains everything. Like this, you got a square here, or rectangle more accurately. And it contains the entire of a model, but look here, the sprue doesn't go over here. Doesn't go, it goes partially over here, and doesn't go around this corner, then comes down here. And doesn't go around this area. That's a weird way to do the sprue. Huh. And it looks like it's molded that way, because it doesn't look like it got cut off. No, it definitely didn't get cut off. Ooh. Okay, but let's look. The Kill Team models are usually really cool because they have lots of spare bits on them, so you can build them in a variety of ways. Now, these Kill Teams, though, they look like they've got only a limited number of things you can build, styles you can build them, especially for sting wings, which, I mean, it's fitting for these guys. Fitting for sting wings, because Tau often don't have many options for like how to equip your squad. Like, I can either equip them all with a carbine, I can equip them all with a pulse rifle. It's not like Imperial Guardsmen where you can go, okay, you can all have last guns, but one of you can have a grenade launcher or flame or this or that or this, and then your sergeant can have a pistol and a sword or power fist, and this guy can have a rocket launcher or las cannon or heavy bolter. Vannery's gonna love this stream. Maybe. I don't know if he likes Vespid sting wings or not. I hope he does. I hope he does. Oh. So yeah, but let's look at them. They might have. Ooh. Oh no, that's not for Vespid sting wing. Okay, this are for 2 Vespid sting wing crews. So this one has all the heads on. Got a lot of heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's got 12 head options. Oh, it comes with a little drone. I forgot about that. Yeah, it comes with 11 models, one of which is a drone. And that's a drone piece. And over here, we've all got for tactical rocks, which is nice. And no, it looks like they are. Oh no, one of them has a rail rifle. That's a rail rifle. The rest of them all though seem to be armed with the same gun. Oh, that one here. That seems like a. I don't know what this actually is. An iron cannon, maybe. That's the other half of the iron cannon. It looks like. Oh. Yeah, so you can have an iron cannon, you can have a railgun, and the rest are all armed with... Oh no, it's not for you for half. I don't know what that gun is. Okay, so you got 3 special weapons, and the rest of them are just normal. Whatever the lasers are. Hi, Burley! You're in town now. You're gonna get a pulse rifle and you will like it. Actually, we don't have pulse rifles on this kid. It's sad. Pulse rifles are good. Okay, so I've been playing Ravenfield, right? I say playing. Hello, Talon. How you doing? How you doing, Talon? And how you doing, Anthony? And how you doing, Bailey? Yeah, oh, everyone. How is everyone? I hope you're all doing well. But let's look at the Imperial Guard kit. I say Imperial Guard, Tempestus. Although these guys could be built to Silesian drop troopers. Bugs. Ew, they're not bugs, they're Frostbite Stingwings. Okay, they are bugs. But you got a chain sword, you got a power sword, you've got your hotshot las guns, what they call them. A few hotshot las guns there. Hotshot las pistol. An Auspex is this one. Lots of little knives. And then let's look. You got... Oh, I can't remember. It's like a Gatling laser. I can't remember what they call it. The Navy loves these ones. Oh, that's a grenade launcher. That's a flamethrower. It's actually really good. It's like a... It gets lots of shots. It gets like 6 shots or something stupid. It's insane. Oh, is that a sniper hotshot last gun? That's what a bug would say. I've just been done building for box the other day. The first bits are so... Yeah, the first bits needed an update for so long, and it did not disappoint this update. Yeah, but you can see the difference between just how many spare bits you get. This one's you got a sniper rifle, or it looks like some sort of sniper rifle. You've got a dagger over here. You've got lots of different pistols, so you can have them armed with pistols if you want. You got the flamer, you got your grenade launcher, you got this weird multi-laser thing. You have this weird objective. Well, that's generally the thing with Tau, is you don't get a lot of items like Oh, and you've also got your sentinel gun. Oh, this must all be for guns that you use. For options for your drone, not your drone. Hello, Bunny. We've just been looking at the Frostbite Stingwings. Look at them. Look at those guns. Bunny, you need to tell me what these weapons are. I know that's a railgun. I don't know what... Where is it? It was like that one is. I don't know what this one's meant to be. I'm assuming it's an iron cannon. And there's another one elsewhere. This one, I don't know what that one is either. Looks like some sort of flamethrower, if I'm honest, this one. Yeah. Finally, the Tau, they fly. They're not technically Tau, they just belong to the Tau Empire. Oh, what do they call it? A servo drone or something like that. Yeah, I think, let's look. Yeah, okay, all of these are different weapon options. So servo drones, so you can have a multi-laser thing, you can have a flamethrower, you can have a grenade. The servo drone's a lot bigger than I expected it to be. I expected it just to be a really tiny model. Not this, you know, thing that's huge. And then your normal guys can all be equipped with hotshot las guns. Oh, one of them can be armed with a plasma pistol. I think they all can be armed with hotshot pistols. There seems to be... Yeah, there seems to be pistols in alternating hands. Yeah, those are pistols in opposite hands. So I'm guessing that the option is to give some of them dual pistols. Yeah. There's definitely a rifle that has a scope on it. Oh, there's a melter pistol as well. There's a plasma pistol. I think a melter pistol is actually called an inferno pistol. Do we not get a tiny book with what we can build? We do! Looks like an iron cannon and a flamer. Yeah? Oh, that's cool. You know what? I can actually just check online because the book doesn't... I think the little book that it gives us doesn't actually tell us what's in it. It doesn't tell us what the pieces are. Let me just... Here we go. Conjurer hates reading so much. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna punch you. Oh yeah, by the way, before tomorrow, there's a poll on the channel that's asking you what you want us to do in tomorrow's stream. Do you want to start a new campaign? And if so, what faction do you want us to play? And for other is, or do you want to just continue the stream that we've been doing? Okay, so this is what we can build and how to put it together. Oh my gosh, stop flashing. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, let me... So I don't flashbang you like that again. Filters, not filters. Properties. Configure video. Exposure. Apply. Okay, wait. Wait, why did it just suddenly become very dark? Apply. Okay. Those. iOS. Okay, you have to go. Bye bye. Merc, it was nice having you here. Okay, yeah, so that's incredibly bright. That's incredibly bright. No. Oh, what? You know, I'm kind of regretting getting this new camera to some extent. Come on, reduce the exposure on this thing. There you go. No, it didn't help at all. Why? Why? Camera. Camera, stop it. Stop it. Turn the brightness down. There we go. I'll just turn the brightness. Does that help? No, it doesn't. We believe in you. Thank you. I don't believe in me. I don't believe in me. Okay, none of this seems to be doing much at all to stop this white balance. Can we lower the white balance or something? Okay, it just makes everything blue. That makes everything yellow. No. Why is it so bright? Let me. What happens if I just turn this light off on the machine? No, that doesn't work. I assume the camera is less than 1 meter away from her desk. I just turned the light off and that did not help. It seemed to do nothing. Also, if I pull it up, I risk just showing way more than I want to. Okay, the auto exposure is just a mess. Stop it. Stop the auto exposure. Okay. Just let's not have that on screen. It doesn't like the very white thing. It doesn't like it. Okay, it does tell me if there's a neutron grenade launcher. There's a flame. Oh, it's just literally called a flamer. Okay. So if it's a neutron rail rifle, you can crop the camera. I know, but the camera view's already cropped. I'm gonna... Okay, because of how this works, I can't actually bring up the camera on another app while I've got OBS open without completely closing down the camera here. And unfortunately, the other app automatically crops it. So, if I wanted to crop it again, I'd have to close the stream down, re-crop it in OBS, and then bring the stream back up. You know, otherwise I'm just going to show it on my feet or something crazy. So, yeah. Also, Yahoo, Albertronic! I'm sorry about the flash banging. I'm sorry about the flash banging. Yeah. I don't know, it must just be the fact it's white. It doesn't like it because it's white. Okay, but I can tell you, it does actually tell me what everything is in the end. So, this, as we assumed, it's a rail rifle. It's called a neutron rail rifle. This is actually a neutron grenade launcher, not an ion cannon. And this is just a flamethrower. It's not like a flamer, it is a flamer. With the other guys, maybe my entire setting is just too bright for the camera. Maybe it wants everything to be darker. Okay, where's the other guys? Why doesn't it? Oh, at the front. Because obviously they are. Okay, so there's a plasma carbine in this one. A carbine? A plasma carbine? Okay, that's not a plasma pistol. That is a plasma carbine. There's a hot shot lass carbine, hot shot lass pistol. Yeah, we know which ones those are. That's called a hot shot lass rifle. Long glass, sorry. Hot shot long glass. That's a motor carbine, not an inferno pistol. Oh, and there's a relic bolt pistol in here. There's a power sword, we've already gone through that one. A chainsaw, already gone through that one. And a Tempestus dagger, that's just all of the daggers we've seen in it. Tempestus dagger, that one. But let's look for a bolt pistol. I didn't see that one before. Oh, that's called a volley gun. It's a hot shot volley gun. That's an armor piercing, multiple shots weapon right there. That's just a flamethrower. That's a grenade launcher, as we assumed. Yeah. But somewhere in here is a bolt pistol. There it is. That's a relic bolt pistol. So that's not just any bolt pistol. That's like a super strong one. Like, that bolt pistol is probably older than the Tau Empire. That bolt pistol right there. Oh, I do like that about the Imperium and stuff. Oh, that being said, there's Eldar weapons that are older than the Imperium. Do not know. Do Tau not know that they suck in close quarters? Vespids don't. Kroot and Vespids are good in close quarter combat. At least good. Plus one. The brightness is at normal though. That's the stupid thing about this. And even lowering the brightness didn't seem to help. Turning off the light didn't seem to help. It just wants to automatically correct the light even if I turn the exposure off and white balance off. So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this properly. I have been Googling and stuff about my issues, except it doesn't really give me any hopeful stuff about it. Saturation, hue, contrast, brightness. I can lower the brightness just a little bit. I just don't want it being too dark where it turns my gloves into a void. There you go. I also have anti-flicker on. Oh, there's one thing I could potentially do. I think it's technically only streams at 30 Hertz. So, or the camera does rather. So if I just No, 60 hertz. That must be at 60 hertz then. Okay, never mind. A new hand touches the beacon. A new hand touches the... No, that's how uncultured as they are. Would have respect for simple weapon older than their empire. Yeah, they have no respect. I think the Vespids would actually be willing to work with us, though, with the Imperium. In some cases. Okay, let's look at the Hivestorm dossier. Okay, one of the things I think is the issue is that I'm not putting things black where they're meant to. So we'll move the sprues out of the way, and we'll have a Hivestorm dossier here. We'll go through it. We got the Vespid Stingwings, the Focus. Tempest Aquilians. There it is. They're called the Tempestus Aquilians. Yeah. Oh my gosh, a big cannon. A big oh my gosh, those are big ships. That's a Valkyrie. It's smaller than the cannon hole. That's like a hammerhead gunship sort of thing like that. I feel like Conjuror uses one of those moan term. Okay, do you want me to... I'll turn this little light off here. Oh no, that's turning it on. I'm sorry. It was already off. Okay, and I'll turn this light off here. And I'll turn the lights off behind my desk so my tracking will break. There you go. Is that better? Are you happy now? In the sheer darkness. In the darkness of the 41st millennium. There you go. Is this nice now? And I'll turn the lights off over here. So we've just got the light from the camera. Is that happy? Does that make you feel happy? Okay, it does reflect off this reflective paper pretty well. Maybe this light would be better. There we go. That's a better light. It comes from a bit of an angle. But, yeah. British people can't tan. I'm surprised she isn't a bit tan because of that. Look, look, look. Have you seen how tan my model is? Under these gloves. Actually, these aren't gloves anymore. That's just my hand. That's just how dark I am now. It's a void. Oh, but yeah. Oh my gosh. This is... You can barely even tell what it's meant to say. Can you focus, please? I did actually help it focus just a little. Your baby pink now. No, I'm not baby. No, this is glove. This is not glove. I'm joking. This is glove. They're all glove. It's all just glove. So this... Ooh. Dragon's thongs. Here we go. Okay, so my tracking is a bit off. It's because I don't have as much light as I'm meant to normally have here. Yeah, it's hard to read what it's meant to say here, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute, there's a button on my camera that actually might help. I just noticed it. Oh. What about if I go for other way? No, it doesn't seem to be doing much. I was wondering if it would actually change stuff. Did she find the don't? No, it's brightness of the camera setting itself, like on the camera. So not within a software. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe it's because it's not as bright anymore. Okay, so if we lift this up, so... There we go. The star-spanning Tau Empire incorporates a great many alien species brought by diplomacy of force into the light for greater good. This diversity enriches every aspect of their empire endeavours, providing Tau with unique specialists in many fields. Not least of which is war. As the stealth-shielded Tau drop sweep down upon massive Pastilius, they deploy waves of kill teams with their own individual missions. Pathfinder teams go first, each escorting small bands of Earthcast specialists. These engineers and scientists enter the combat zone fiercely, buoyed by their faith in the greater good and their Firecast protectors. They have the task of collecting as much data about the Great Gun as they can, including ways to sabotage it. Even as the Pathfinders descend off the Gargam board, where's the Vespid Stingwings? Tell me about them! The final element of a Tau deployment is an aerial screen intended to cut Mastiff Balestiff off from Imperial reinforcements as long as possible. A more obvious element of the screen comprises of squadrons of the Razor Sharks, Stun Sharks, whatever. As the majority of the Tau raiding forces sweep across blah blah blah. From the belly of each specially modified vessel. There we go. It's like down here. From the belly of each specially modified vessel drop kill teams of Vespid Stingwings, alien auxiliaries of the Tau Empire. Vespids are robust insectoids being capable of agile flight under their own power and well-versed in high-altitude drop insertion. Vespids bear an array of potent weaponry whose blah 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 blah. Yeah, whose punches... they punch enough is to kill cripple incoming enemy aircraft. They can tear apart squadrons of warriors riding aboard them. Each kill team is also supported by a Firecast handle who remains aboard their command orca. Blah blah blah. So that's them, and the Dragon's Fangs, Military Tempest, best. You know about them. The Tempestus are the best of the Imperial. Oh, look, cool picture. It's very dark. Maybe I need the light back on. Light! Okay, now the reflection is too great. Look, it's the sun! Burn him! Burn him! Okay. Conjuror.exe might pop out. You're kind of scared. You're kind of scared. Oh, okay, I'll turn lights on. I'll turn lights on if that will make you feel safer. Okay, here you go. Look, this is how bright the page. I could turn this light off because it's just causing too much reflection on the paper. Yeah, look how cool this is. Oh, look at those two. They're fighting. Oh, they just... Oh, no, he's being saved by the Vespid. Oh. Yeah. The Scholar Pognelium, where they put the failures in the walls. What? Oh, there we go. Tempestuous Aquilians. Look how bright. Oh my gosh, how bright is that now? Look, 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 look. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 40k, can you stop? There we go. Okay, now we can read it again. It is a tragic byproduct of humanity's wars to survive that countless children became orphans. Roles of imperial officers, dignitaries, planetary governors, and the like are taken in by the Scholar Pognelium. There, they are molded through hardship. You know, this would be cool if it was Elysian drop troops. Why do we want to... Oh, because the guns are blowing up Tau ships. They're like orbital defense guns. So while they're on Earth, they can... On the planet's surface, they're so big and powerful, they can still shoot down enemy ships. Yeah. They are molded through hardship, training, and religious dogma to serve the God Emperor, often as the soldiers of the Astra Militarum. Sounds like stormtroopers from Star Wars. While many Scholar Pognelium sites dotted across the Imperium, their cruel, dehumanizing training facilities. Honestly, I've not actually seen much about Tempestus because they came after I quit the game. During their long years of grueling indoctrination, they're destroying our ships. Send the mosquitoes. That's pretty much... Actually, no, they send the Pathfinders. The mosquitoes are just there to screen for people who are actually there to destroy the guns. So they protect... They're effectively there to stop these guys from killing the Pathfinders that are there to destroy the guns. During the long... And don't come near the planet. Yeah. We want the planet for the great do. They don't want the planet. They just want to eat it. They know better than doing it. During the long something grueling indoctrination formations. These formations are apparently very rare across the Astromilitarium. However, they're also being trained and disciplined and equipped better than other Imperial Guardsmen. Tempestuous warriors, armor bursting with hotshot blast guns, and a wealth of special weaponry. Basically, just specially trained, very specially equipped Imperial Guardsmen. And the Tempestuous Scions, or Quillians, are trained in aerial graph drop tactics. However, the hand-picked Tempestuous Aquilians deploy exclusively by this method. Oh, all of them are trained for graph drops. And the Aquilians are specially trained for graph drops and equipped. They recruited from the progenitor who consistently displayed an aptitude for self-sufficiency, improvisation, intuitive tactical understanding. Okay, there we go. Bladed drakes. Okay, so this is just examples of different groups. Oh, the servo sentry. That's it. This guy. This little guy who's not as little as I thought he would be. He's cool. It's gone dark again, but you know. There's Grenadiers, Tempestars. You can have people without helmets, but I think that's crazy. Vespid Stingwings are here. Okay, I wonder if it changed the law for the Vespid Stingwings. Scions are Halo, high altitude, low opening insertion troops most often. Yeah, I was reading up on their stuff and found out that, oh, both the Aquilians and Tempestus troops both have the graph drop ability. So it's like, oh, what's special about the Scions? It's just how the Scions are specially equipped for the, you know. Normal Tempestus units are equipped with more long-range weapons, so actually graph dropping them doesn't make a lot of sense a lot of the time unless you can drop them deep behind enemy lines. Whereas these guys are designed to drop right next to an enemy and just absolutely obliterate them with a horde of very short-range firepower. As far as I can tell, because like all of their weapons are carbines, they got shorter range. But they can have more special weapons in the squad. I don't think this will include rules for 40k, though, so that's a bit sad. The Tau Empire, but for our rules online, maybe we can look at the rules online since they're free to look at anyway. The Tau Empire spreads ever outward, culture, great to good, blah blah blah. So, fly a Valkyrie over battlefield as fast as possible, jump out for perfectly good Valkyrie and use a graph shoot as low as possible. Yeah, it basically means that you land as quickly as possible. I don't know. I think they're called Stingwings because they come in and they do a lot of damage or they hurt really badly. But they decide, when they're on the battlefield, they come in, they hit very hard and then they go away again. So it doesn't completely disable you, like they don't completely wipe you out or anything. It just does enough damage that it's a noise and distracts you. And they might get rid of a single unit or, you know, like a piece of artillery or something, then they're just out of there. So it's meant to be like a wasp of, it kind of stings to fight from, but it's not usually a killing blow. I think that's where the name comes from anyway. When they discovered a new alien culture, they attempted to integrate them into their empire through diplomacy. The silver-tongued and political cunning envoys of the Watercast have conquered many worlds without a shot ever being fired. When the town encountered the high-pressure gas giant of Vespid and its insectoid denizens, however, the Watercast at first struggled to forge a common understanding. The Vespids evolved upon chains of storm-lashed, floating sky islands, whose substance they honeycombed with tunnels and whose neutron crystals they mined. Their language combined vibration of their wings and thoracic hollows with hormonal emissions, and it is theorized by some cast biologists, gesto telepathy. Vespids are instinctively... Okay, I should probably be reading it, not based on my screen, but based on here. But it's actually a difficult angle. Instinctually aggressive, and for all their rich culture they have developed, and are so fundamentally unlike the Tau that it seemed alliance might prove impossible. The deadlock was broken by the introduction of a communication helmet, invented by an Earth-caste scientist at the explicit direction of the ruling ethereal caste. These helmets provide the most advanced Tau technologies to overcome the communication difficulties of the Thespids. Blah blah blah, they made the gift, and soon they made allies. 1 minute we dug in deep camo, all set up for the ambush. The next stingrings were all over us. How they saw us at all, Throne only knows. But they did, and we paid for it. I can still hear those neutron weapons howling. Of the Emperor's drone of their rings will haunt me until my dying day. But anyway, as the helm technology spread through the nations of the Thespids and the various strains that comprised them, so diplomatic accord was swiftly reached. The Thespids joined the Tau Empire, Firecast armies, blah blah blah. Since then, the Tau worked with them to aid integration, blah blah blah. Tau technology has also increased thanks to the neutron crystals mined from the planet and the neutron technology of the Thespids. Alien integration specialists within the Watercast have also worked with them to understand and incorporate the Thespid soldiers. Malakar are the Tau term that roughly translates into the human tongue to stingwing into their military. For this, the wicked aliens have been afforded great respect by the Firecast, who see the Thespids as amazing, blah blah blah. I want to eat the substance honey from the it's not honey, it's iron crystals. You know the thing that powers a gun? Do you know those sprues with a little crystal in the middle of them? Yeah, that's it. That's the neutrons. It makes big boomy booms. High explosive is high explosive no matter the intended use. Hahaha. The person spent 200 rewrites to write that just crying. I'm sorry. They use laser guns for anti-air. Black is amusing weapon. No, it depends. The Empire, the Imperium, not Empire, has a lot of different types of weapons. Some of their anti-air weapons are massive lasers. Some of them are smaller lasers, like multi-lasers or las guns just fired in the sky to completely blanket it. Often those ones act more like the Seawiz type thing, so shooting down mortars, missiles, planes, anything that gets near. Then you've got the flak things that shoot explosives, that the entire point of them is to shoot small explosives that will explode when they get near a craft. Well, then you got ones that are basically just giant cannons, and they fire an artillery shell just into the sky to obliterate anything it can hit or get close to. And some of them are also anti-orbital weapons, because you just fire the artillery shell so high up it can hit things in orbit. Alien integration. Okay, what I'm looking for is to see if it says anywhere in here about if helmets have mind control. Based on this, I don't think they are, because he's not wearing a helmet. This guy is, but he's not, and this guy isn't here. Like, based on this picture, it doesn't look like... It looks like the Japanese flag behind them. Yeah, it doesn't say anything here about the idea of them being mind-controlled anymore. Because before it used to be, oh, the Thespids might be mind-controlled by the helmets they wear. But leaving them somewhat limited, understanding grew between the two people, so Firecast grasped what the Thespids made excellent kill teams. The psychology is so alien that it frightens others. They have predatorial instincts. And they've earned a great reputation in the Tau Empire. Okay, so it's got nothing about them being mind-controlled. Hello, Elite Trainer, how you doing? The deepest lore. Okay, okay, there it is. There's a neutron crystal. This crystal here is a superpower source of destroying stuff. let's just quickly glance over this stuff. The neutron crystals has progressed up for engineers are able to craft new and varied weapons thanks to neutron crystals. Okay. Oh yeah, the neutron crystals are highly radioactive. This is why you only find Vespids with them. Because the Vespids are immune to the radiation, or at least highly resistant to it. You don't see Tau with these types of weapons, or you rarely will, because of how radioactive they are. They're very dangerous to be used by the Tau. I believe that was one of the rules. The limitations on neutron weaponry is issued to the Malakov themselves are proven impressive. Where's the limitations, though? Themselves react advantageously to subtle vibrations of a Vespid's wings. Okay. In a way that's only dimly understood. Okay, so the Tau still don't actually understand how they work. The Vespids understand how they work, and they apparently their own wings and bodies help out the crystal and the neutron technology. But so the Tau don't really understand the neutron technology and the neutrons crystals. And oh, look at the different coloured. Guys, I might need to turn the main light on again so it's not too dark. There we go. Sorry I have to keep turning lights on and off because the camera is but look at the cool different. So that's coloration here is more how Vespids were painted in the official artwork anyway. But look at this green guy. He looks like some sort of mantis. I've only got this guy who looks like some sort of evil, edgy crow. And then there's a red guy who looks like he's a demon. And then there's a blue guy who looks like a demon of Sinch. Radiation isn't going to stop me. You would paint yours purple. Well, he can. They come in many colours, apparently. Ooh. Oh, and here's the artwork from the bots. Oh, look at them shooting the Vespidi launchers. Kill team rules. Okay, so he's got plasma carbine, melter carbine, trooper, servo sentry. We got graph shoots, drop insertion. Okay, yeah, these rules are very different from 40k rules. Like, I have no idea what any of that's move. That's the save. That's how many wounds he has. 9. That's insane. Oh, but the weapons do so much more damage. That's cool. Okay, but let's look at designer's commentary. Tempestus Aquilians are a tactical shooting kill team. They have unpowered ability to descend into a kill zone mid-battle and able at their best when engaging early. And you got these guys. AP is action points. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this light off just so I don't keep flashbanging myself and you guys. I know a small amount of it. I've never played Kill Team before and haven't really looked at the rules much. This guy's got 10 wounds. That's unfair. Oh, well, their drone's weak. And these guys all have 9 wounds each. Only a commander did. Meanies. Actually, how much? Oh, but the weapons don't do as much damage. Yeah, the weapons aren't as powerful. Huh. Crazy. Airborne assault. Ooh, there's all the terrain that we got. Okay, yeah, so that's one book. I don't wonder what the second book's for. I wonder if that's just a book that actually explains how Kill Team works. Let me get the second book. They seem tanky. They are tanky. Maybe the save wasn't as good. I couldn't be bothered reading. Okay, so this is the not... Yeah, okay, so this is just the core rule book of the Kill Teams. Kill Team core book. Contents. Oh! And it's got the same artwork in it. Nice. Oh, welcome to Kill Zone. Ooh, have we got little Marines in this part here? Angels of Death, Kill Team. Oh, that guy's got an Inferno pistol. Nice. And look, you got the weird guys. Death Corps of Krieg and the Eldar. The pirates. Oh, it's cool. Dark Imperium. Galaxy at War, Exemplar Kill Team. This is cool. Is that Valhalla right there? No, it's Inquisitorial Agent. Nemesis Claw Kill Team. Some more cool artwork. Get well soon. Elite training, you've not recovered yet. Just in case, going to meet the doctor. Well, meet your doctor and tell him to make you better. Always knew you were a Slanesh worshipper, Talan. A Slanesh worshipper. A Slanesh worshipper. Why is Talan a... Because he wants to paint stuff purple. Flashbang. 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 You know, I want to just find some cool art. There's some cool art down here. Chaos Ogren. Okay, more flashbanging, more rules, more rules, more rules, more flashbangs. Another dark page. Kill Team is a tankier game in general. Yeah, well, it is only 10 characters in it, so I imagine that you would have to... Your models would have to be tougher to make the games last at least a decent length. The Death Corps of Krieg 2 team is 106 on Amazon for some reason. Why? Let me look at it. Maybe... I do know that they did remove... They did update for Kill Team. So let's look online. Let's see if the Games Workshop has the old Kill Team still up. On... Warhammer. Warhammer. I want to recover fast and be active in chat. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry too much. Okay, I'm going to Armies of Imperium. I'm going to look at, not Agents of Imperium. Oops. Armies of Imperium. Astra Militarum. I'll scroll down and look if Death Corps of Krieg are there. Oh! Forge World models are. Death Corps of Krieg's Forge World model are here. Death Corps of Krieg Infantry Advancing. Death Corps of Krieg Artillery Crew. They don't have them anymore. They're not online. Let me show you. Window capture. Here you go. Here you go. Look. The Death Corps of Kill Team squad's not here on the Astra Militarum website. You got the Cadian upgrades, but you got the Cadian shock troop. Oh wait, do they have a Kara skin? They don't. They've got the Militarium Tempestus Science. Conjure, real quick, does baseball have a different name in Britain? We don't have baseball in Britain. We've got a game called Rounders, which is very similar to baseball, but it's played by women. It uses, I believe, a lighter ball. Otherwise, the rules are very similar. You run bases, you hit a ball, but I believe the equipment is different. I believe the bat and the ball is lighter. Albert called it Rounders. Yeah, I used to play Rounders. When I went to Go Guides. I went to Go Guides and Scouts. That was funny. That was always weird. Go Guides was... But they both were the same thing, except one was originally for boys, except then they opened it up to be both boys and girls, and then I was forced to go. And then they also had Go Guides, but that was only girls. I was like, what? Gundam. Hello, Gundam, how you doing? So yeah, they got the Tempestus Science here. So these are the guys without the backpacks that we've got right now. But yeah, looking at the rest of these things, it... Let me just move over this screen a little, so... Yeah, they've got no... They don't have Kara skin here. They don't have a Death Corps of Krieg. Ogrens, yeah. That's cool. I want one of them. I've heard they're terrible for the game. But yeah, these are Death Corps of Creek, but these are the old resin models. These aren't the same as the Kill Team one. And they don't have a cover skin up here, which are the Kill Team for the elite unit of Acadians. That's sad. Maybe it's because they're going to re-release it as a non-Kill Team set. Were you gonna? I can't remember. I just remember I used to play it a little bit. Yeah, Read and love this orders over £40. Also, could you about Star Wars Battlefront 2? Are you playing the original or that? I'm going to be playing Classic 2005. It's called on Steam. That's the version I'll be playing. Yeah, that's sad. I'm guessing all of the old Kill Teams are gone that they didn't keep. Conjuror Chemistry Suit C for Breacher Squad. Conjuror check to see for Breacher Squad. What do you mean Breacher Squad? Which one's a Breacher Squad? Sorry, let me Breacher. The search on this store is terrible, but I'll do it. Breacher. Okay, Firewall Breacher team is here. Yes, love you for playing that. You'll be remembered as that's a game I used to play when I was a kid. It was actually, that was my first introduction to Star Wars proper, and I absolutely loved that game. And it wasn't Star Wars Battlefront 2 that was my first, it was Star Wars Battlefront 1. I absolutely loved it. And it actually made me think that the Empire were meant to be for good guys, the safer ones, you know, stopping for evil rebels and blowing everything up. And selling weapons. But yeah. Do we still have a Pathfinder Steam? Really, same, yeah. You were on the women's team when you played Rounders. Nice! Were you any good at it? Oh. The Empire were the good guys. The Empire were the good guys. Okay, I have to... Actually, no. I don't like the Rebels. Partly because the Rebels all suck. And they're terrible. And they're stupid. I don't like them. And Palpatine is my Oshi. And... I have long arms as the only guy in the women's team. Were you good, though? Were you good? And droids are innocent. Okay. Astra Military model. There's no Astra Militarium Breacher model, I'm sorry. The MK3 ones. Oh, these guys. There you go. Sorry, I'm trying to go through chat, but it's been a bit confusing, chat. YouTube's still weird these days. Yeah, these guys are cool. But they're over expensive. 46 quid. You can get some Breacher shields, I believe, separately. Oh yeah, here they are. You can get Imperial Fist Breacher shields, and you can just upgrade a normal squad with them. You also get some cool helmets. I do love these helmets, mind you, and these chest plates, and these shoulder pads, and that little banner that's behind my head, and that little backpack, and these axes. Yeah. Oh, what are these guys? These guys are so cool. I want these guys. Look how cool they are for weebs. You got a screaming face of some dude for free. Look up Star Wars Legion. Never! Never! You have a screaming face. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I didn't like the Rebels because I didn't really believe that, you know, their tactics were actually all that viable for reality. And honestly, some of the Rebels were just conceited jerks. But I mean, obviously, the dark side of the Empire is very evil when you look into it and stuff, though. So obviously, they're not for good guys. I just don't like the Rebels either. I would be that really annoying middle person. It's like, yeah, the Empire's not great, but do you really think Mon Mothma's all that cool? I think she'll just be as bad as Palpatine, if not worse. Just in different way. I mean, she did turn out to be quite bad in certain ways, according to the law. Hello, Night Parade! The CIS and the Republic were both kind of evil, but that's because they were both being puppeted by Palpatine to basically be terrible. How are you doing, Night Parade? I hope you're doing. I got one of these tanks. I'm gonna get a second one, it seems. Or do I have them? I know I have Lemon Rust tank. Lemon Rust. Lord of the Rings. Beast of Chaos. What's this? What's this? This is the old army book. 2003 art print of Beast of Chaos. Oh my gosh, A4 size. Let me just check something. Old world. Old world. Old world. Is there something new coming to Old World? No, it's not. Never mind. It's just all these guys. I want one of these so badly. It's a resin model though. Look how cool this model is. You just finished work for the day. Ooh. Lemon Rust. No, Lemon Rust tanks are great. I got a bunch of them. I bought like 10 million of them. Okay, actually, I'm wondering. Let's go to Xenos Army's tower. Do they have Pathfinder kill team anymore? Is that... Ooh, that guy's a cool tower right there. But let's look. Fire Warrior Breacher team, Fire Warrior Strike team, Pathfinder team. Okay, they still have a Pathfinder team. And they still have a Riptide battle suit. Look at this thing. This is like an Imperial Knight-sized battle suit, by the way. Look at a tiny little head at the top. Broadside battle suit with a giant railgun. Oh my gosh, but Ravenfield with the Tau mods on are just so fun. Playing as a Tau is just so fun and stupid. Ooh. That's like a Dreadnought-sized battle suit. Redemptor. You're doing okay. Just finish work. Finish work. And look at the storm set. This is a stupid looking Tau suit. This looks like something the Orcs would build out to Tau tech. Just so many rockets, so many guns. I do love how over the top they are. I do love the new Kroot though. Look at this guy. I'm sad that they don't have a big Kroot bird dinosaurs in the game anymore. Also, I love the fact that the old Kroot bird dinosaurs, they're called the bird dinosaurs because they look like giant dinosaurs, right? But they're kind of modelled on a bird at the same time, so they have this same type of, you know, beaky jaw that the Kroot have. And the feathers on the body. And then years later, it turns out that actually a T-Rex might have looked more like these. Kroot. Oh my gosh, look at this stupid guy. That's because he doesn't have his arms. Okay, that's why he looks stupid. Firesight team. Let me find. I mean, it's like this thing here. Like deal where it's got a big beak. Feathers. What is... Let me just hide the window for a moment. Storm Surge got struts. Where Manta? Okay, let me show you the Manta. The Manta is one of the coolest models they've ever built. It's right here. No, it's a Tiger Shark. Ew. Ew, wait. Do they have a Manta? They don't sell the Manta. Oh no. There's no Manta. Bring back the Manta. I'll buy it. I'll buy 6 of them if we bring it back. I'll take out a loan. A mortgage. Okay, I'll show you what the Manta looked like, but first I want to show you what the old dinosaur model. What's it called? Colossal Narlock. Oh, I think it might be called a Colossal Narlock. Is that it? Okay, it's not called a Colossal Narlock. No. What is it called for Kroot model? There's an old Kroot model that they just had a giant dinosaur thing. Oh, here we go. It's taking a while to load. A Dark Talon. Greater Narlock. Okay, it's called a Greater Narlock. Can open the image in a new tab. Okay, trying to open the image in a new tab. Narlock. Greater Narlock. Massive chunk of resin. Just the price tag is hilarious. Yeah, they don't sell it anymore. And they don't sell the Narlock anymore. Okay, here's the Narlock. And hopefully I can open the image. Okay, that's just a tiny image. I can just show you on this page. Here you go. This is the Narlock. You can see it's like a Kroot. It's like a normal Kroot. It's got its beak. It's got its little feathery things. You can see one here. Oh, actually it can't because my head's in the way. Yeah, these are the Narlock. And then it turns out, you know what, dinosaurs actually did kind of look more like this than for Jurassic Park interpretation. It's £3,000. That's like $4,000. Actually, that'll probably be more like $6,000 if it for Americans, because you'd have to have all the import taxes and shipping costs and so on to you. But let's look up for Manta. Here we go. This is the old Manta model. It is absolutely massive, and as you can see from this picture, the inside of it. I've seen one of these in real life. Actually, but I've seen a couple. Like being able to touch it as well, which is nice. Yeah, it's in like many Ford Road models, it's detailed on the inside as well as the outside, and this makes it absolutely amazing. Like this is how big the model is. That's how big the Tau model is, the Manta. The scale. Over here, you can see it's sort of scale. It's that down here. Very Star Warsy, isn't it? Has an army in its internal bay for the 40k scale models. Yeah. Yeah. And just look over here again, another person, just to prove it's not small. That's a Thunderhawk next to it. That's a Beyblade down there. We've shown Beyblades on the channel before. I can get one out just to prove that it's massive. That's it next to a Warlord Titan, which they still do sell. So if this thing gets shot down, you lose a lot. Not only that, but I believe in the original Apocalypse, these sorts of models had huge blast radiuses. Like if you blew up a Warlord Titan, I remember people, they tried bringing their Titans and big vehicles as close to the enemy as quickly as they could, so that if the enemy blew them up, it would do more damage to the enemy than they would actually be doing to you, because it just had such a big blast radius and it did so much damage, and the Manta was no exception. It would just... when you shot down a Manta, it would land and just obliterate the entire field, effectively. Yeah, these things are huge. That's a really cool conversion. That's super cool. I love that conversion. Don't Titans runs on Duke. Basically, worse than Nuke. Yeah, so we don't sell for Manta anymore, which is a bit sad. Makes sense though. We've still got the Fire Tiger Shark, which is expensive, but it's still a decent sized chunk of resin. That's got 2 big things. Do they have any internal components though? No, no internal components. It's still cool. Still cool. It's out of stock. If it was out of stock, it would just... Well, it is out of stock, but that means they still sell it. You can still wait. Like, if I click here, it says out of stock, notify when available. If they weren't going to sell it anymore, you have to be careful with Games Workshop. They often run out of models and it takes them forever to restock it. But as long as it says that as long as it's on the site, they still plan to stock it. Who dares some for Demon Cat Joss? Oh, it's Cupcake. What's up? Hello, Joshua. How you doing? I've been looking at cool stuff. What do we want to do? Yeah, we don't sell Vespid Sting Wings anymore, which is sad. Let's go to other games. I wonder if they are going to bring back the Karaskin model for kill teams of the Imperial Guardsmen. Maybe not as the kill teams, but if that would be sad if we got rid of the plastic Death Corps of Krieg model and the plastic Karaskin models. But those are cool. How's the dice? The dice are cool. Tiger Shaw looks good, to be fair. I'm sure it's a Titan killer. It is. In fact, a Manta, despite how they often used it in the lore, a Manta on the tabletop was generally a really bad thing to have. And especially in the modern version of Warhammer, where you have a lot of anti-fly weapons. Where it's like my army alone has just so many anti-fly hit on a 2+ weapon. Because it just can't. Why not? It's just they're cool weapons. And they do so much. I think they're really good against things that aren't flying as well. So it's like... But yeah, the Manta was just so many points. And to use it, to get the most use out of it, you have to fill it with troops. Because that's where half of its points cost comes. In fact, it can just pick up so many troops. Its amount of weaponry it has on board is actually relatively small for how many points it costs. It's such a big target and it flies, so pretty much everyone can hit it all of the time. And it's not that tough. Like, it's quite easy to get rid of as long as you can hit it. Now, back when it first came out, it was one of the toughest models around because hitting flying models was extremely difficult back then. The only way you could hit a flying model is to be a flying model yourself. There you go. Oh, so... But nowadays, it's much easier to hit flying models and much more things have anti-fly to them. So it wouldn't be hard to get rid of a Manta. And you'd be much better just having 2 or 3 Tiger Sharks who will be able to put out way more firepower and would be cheaper and would be harder to get rid of. How would you rate for bots for the first time hobbyist? You know what? We should actually go back to the box, shouldn't we? I just got upset by the fact that they got rid of the old kill teams. This stream is about to bots. Honestly, I don't know. But for an entry to kill team, this is really good. You get your kill team thing. You get a bunch of stuff about the lore, which is really nice. You got kill team rules. You got a rules for specific models you're getting. You get all those. You get all the tokens. I love the terrain. That's the thing I love about this bit. It's... Yeah, the kit's got a lot of good things going for it. But the fact that you get just basically an entire city's worth of terrain is just amazing. Also, having this game mat in it is really fun because this folds out to about be 4 times the size of this. Which can be used along with other mats to make like a 40k board. But obviously it's for kill teams, so it's not meant to be huge. I I don't know if the models are easy to make or paint. I've not made or painted them. All we've been doing is looking at the models so far. Oh. When you have them on hand, ask them, how easy are to make and paint? To say, oh no. If our first time hobbyist, I have no idea. It's probably a really good thing. Manta at current is 2,010 points and can carry Clear's voice, 200 infantry, 4 devilfish class hopper tanks, 8 battle suits, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, that's the thing though. Imagine though, for first turn, that thing just gets blown up because the enemy just fires everything into it. You lose the entire army. That's the insane thing about the Manta. It's kind of not actually that useful in a battle situation. I mean, it's not really meant to be. A big transport like that isn't meant to drop troops literally right next to the enemy. It's meant to drop the troops miles away from where the enemy currently is. It's got big guns to defend itself and sometimes provide gunship duties. But mostly it's just there to defend itself and shoot things that get in its way. It's not meant to be dropping troops on top of you. But yeah, this stuff is really cool. You're going to have to roll a lot of emergency disembark rolls, yep. And I don't know how that works for flyers. Like, you definitely get a lot in this kit. I think like most Games Workshop starter sets, it's a really good starter set. I do think it's very pricey, mind you. That being said, the amount it would cost to buy a rule book, to buy for 2 kits, and then to buy for terrain, and to buy the objective markers, and to buy a battle mat, it would cost you a lot more than the starter set, but I do like the terrain that you get in it. But it's just too good. It's one of the major reasons I got it, because I just love this type of terrain. I don't know where I put the spook. There they are. The models themselves are relatively simple, I suppose. They don't look particularly hard to put together. We can put together some of them right now if we want to. Bye-bye, Josh. How you doing? That's a lot of great. 212 emergency disembark rolls. Actually, Manta kind of tank is 60 wounds, toughness 14, with a 2+ and a 5++. Yeah, but the thing is you got to take into account, it's like, my knight has an anti-fly weapon that's strength 8 and does a bunch of damage. It's also got anti-fly 2+ on it. My impulsor has an anti-fly 2+ weapon on it that does, I think, D6 damage. And both of them are very long range. Every single one of my Black Templar Repulsors and Repulsor Executioners and Gladius tanks also has an anti-fly 2+ weapon on them that does about D6 damage or more. And some of them get multiple attacks. Actually, most of them do. And that's just basically as a basic for my army. It's all of these vehicles just have a lot of anti-fly weapons on them. They just automatically get from now. I mean, you can replace it with something else, but they're powerful enough that it's like, you know, these could take out other tanks, they could take out other monsters. We don't need. On top of that, toughness 14 is not very heavy for a 2,000 point model, 2,100 point model. Especially one that big, that can fly, that can be seen by literally every other model on the board. It's going to be shot at, it's going to be hit, and toughness 14 means that most things will still be, I say most things, most anti-vehicle weapons will still be wounding on at least a 5+. It's not like a Titan where it's got toughness 18, and also most things can only wound out on a 6+. it means that your I mean, the autocannon. No, actually, autocannons are strength 9 now, aren't they? Or strength 8. So a lot of your weapons, a lot of your damage to weapons will be doing a lot of damage to it. Your strength 8 weapons will be hitting it on, wounding it on 5s rather than 6s, as we would against other very expensive models. Your 5+ invulnerable save is not as good as a 4+ invulnerable save that other Titan class models have. Your 2+ armor save should be expected for a model of that size, but it's going to be hit by things that are AP 3. It's going to be hit by things that have devastating wounds. So all that's really saving you is that 5+ invulnerable save, which isn't going to be doing a hell of a lot. So, I mean, for 60 wounds, it's going to be doing a lot, mind you. It is tanky, but when you look at how much firepower it actually has, and compare that to a much, much cheaper, much smaller Tiger Shark, which is much harder to hit, because it's just a smaller model. And it's like, is it really worth it? On top of that, do you really want your entire army on board of a Manta? It's like, there's not really much point having them on board of it. Unless you're playing on a massive, massive board, in which case you bring the Manta on from reserves, immediately land it to disembark everything right behind the enemy on the objective points, and then you just get your Manta out of there. In which case, it's still 2,000 points that you're spending on something. Oh my god, thank you, Sahel! Of a little, oh, look at your cute dog sticker. Anti-fly means that toughness 14 is irrelevant, but hey, details. Yeah, it's true. We're talking about the Manta, not this box. Omega Hellfires get anti-fly 2+ if they're in a deployment zone or by owned objectives. 8 shots, hits on 3s, 3 damage each. Yeah, that's where the major thing comes in. It's just too many things in a modern game have anti-fly in them. So it doesn't always feel very worthwhile having them. I say it doesn't feel worthwhile. It doesn't feel worthwhile having a 2,100 point model, which doesn't have a hell of a lot of firepower. And while it is sort of tough, it doesn't seem to take good advantage of being tough. It's like at least a Warlord Titan has a higher toughness itself. Does it have a 4+ or 5+ invulnerable? I might be. I thought it had a 4+, but I might be wrong there. But either way, it has a lot more firepower. Which is... oh no. These guys are pretty... we'll make one of each of the models today, at least. Whoa. Okay, what do we actually want to give him? Or her? Give him a power sword, because a power sword is cool. And we'll give him the relic bolt pistol, because a relic bolt pistol is cool. You know what? I'm going to get the instruction manual. General, how you been doing? I've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well too. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, let me get the instruction manual so I know how to build these guys. Oh, okay, so I need a bit of terrain. Or under the foot. Oh, there it is, the tactical rock. Don't forget the I love tactical. I know people make fun of tactical rocks, but... and I make fun of tactical rocks, but I still love tactical rocks. You make fun of what you love. And tactical rock is my one true love. My one true Oshi. Okay, A4. What's A4 on this view? No, it's A20. Oh, there's A4. Like some sort of oxygen thing. Maybe. Or is it a power cable? Power cable? Oh, I understand what these pieces are. For half of the arm. Okay, so that piece there is just half of his arm. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll give him a power sword because power swords are cool. And I want to give him a relic bolt pistol because a relic bolt pistol just... I just like the idea of a 10,000-year-old pistol. And somehow it being stronger than everything else. Oh my gosh, my chat is kind of broken. Let me just open up my chat again because I'm noticing. There we go. I missed your little emote message. There's only one night, I think, the Imperial Knight missing, and it's just a war dog brigand. It's just a baby Knight Crusader with a Melter and chain gun option. Ooh. I don't know what really much about for war dog. Okay, so I want A8 and A9. Oh, A12. Okay. Okay, A8 and A9. A8. Oh, this one's A8. Nice. Not AA, A8. 8. Like the 8 for dogs in Springfield. And he is A9. Yes. Okay, we're gonna make a little guy. And I know I normally like people wearing helmets, but if there's one of these guys and they're wearing a beret and I want to give them a beret. Actually, do you want to see if the Imperial upgrade kit? War Dog is just a Chaos Armature, but they get all the fun options as per usual, like the Carnivore with 2 melee weapons. Actually, let me get my Imperial Guard upgrade spoo. Or Canadian upgrade spoo. Oh, my hair. Caught in my headphones. Guys, did you see the picture I shared on Blue Sky and Discord? Or just how big the knight is next to the Tyranids? The beret, is he perhaps spent? I think it's actually a she who wears the beret. Oh look, that's a tank commander person. Not that thing, that thing. Oh, it's a little body. Oh, it's a little axe. And a wrench! Or a spanner, one or the other. Okay, one of these heads. We can have them all helmeted or not. Oh, you got 2 berets. There's 1 beret. Labeled 14. Come on. Look me. No, 121, sorry. Give me a moment. Oh! Come on, beret fish. Focus on him. My camera doesn't like things today. Okay, turning the lights on did not help. And turning it off did not help. Okay, we'll turn the light back on. There you go. There you go. There's one. It's a Mr. Man. And... focus! Did I accidentally turn off the autofocus? Okay, there we go. We got him. Oh, that's a cool face as well. Well, there's Mr. Man, and there's Mr. Woman. Mr. Woman. Mrs. Woman. No, no, you don't want to focus. We got it. He has a back. I know, but I wanted to show him on a focus thing. Come on, woman. Show the woman. No. Look. Look. This is why I got a new camera, so it could focus. And, you know, it's not. There we go. Focus. Focus. Oh my gosh, she looks so... She looks constipated, that woman, if I'm honest. She looks very constipated. I mean, he also looks constipated. The camera can't focus when it's so close to the lens. That's what you think, but now it can't focus and it's far away from the lens. There you go. There we go. We got it to focus. It's trying its best. It's not trying hard enough. Okay, it's not. Its best isn't good enough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The tiny gnomes inside didn't expect to work this hard. You know, well, they should expect to work harder than this. I'm giving... Have you considered turning it on and off again? The next person who suggests that forfeits their life. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, but I got a little ahead here. It's all about trying crazy stuff. Focused! Okay, here we go. Focus on that model. I want that head. That head looks cool. Yeah, I like that head. I like how it focused on the other heads, but not the head it was pointing at. How do I ban mods? Remove as managing mod. Remove the replacement. Put using timeout. Right click then ban. No, that zooms out. It's left click. It's left click. No, I want a beret. The beret is cool. I'm gonna get the woman beret. Woman in a beret. I could give him some weapons, some fish, food, but honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to give him the head some fish food, not yet. We'll get the woman in the beret. Where is it? The heads are here. There's a whole load of cool helmeted heads too, which are these ones. There you go. Those are cool heads. Those are cool. I like them. Oh damn, it really is left click. It's true. It's true. I was checking. I was really considering banning you. I'm joking. I wasn't really considering banning you. I was just thinking of something I could do to scare you. Oh, okay. Where's the front of the body? There it is. There it is. Okay, we'll build one of the Tempestus Scions, and then we'll build one of the Thespids, and then we'll take some of the terrain and make a base for our little dude. You know what? I'm going to turn this light on because it's really useful. I need a drink, I'm sorry. You always do. I know you keep holding your revolver to a monitor where my name is. Shaking and sweating, deciding if to shoot. Look, I don't have a revolver. Only a knife. Get those tactical rocks involved. I will get those tactical rocks involved. But only if your friend says I can punch him in the face. What am I on about? I'm sorry. I'm tired. My head hurts. Ooh. That's how it fits. Nice. They never do because I eat through the bullets, humans. I don't have a gun to land. That's why I've not shot you. I don't know whose bullets you've been eating, but they've not been mine. Cupcake, where do you hide? I don't have a revolver. Oh, it's a hello, Henrik. It's Talan. He's lying to you. Or he's making assumptions that aren't true. Possibly both. Okay, which way does this go? This way? No, I can't go that way. It fits so perfectly if it does. No, it's not that way. It's the other way. Goes this way. Oh, it fits perfectly if it goes. There we go. That's how you do. So, tactical rock. Tactical rock. Are we just having stand there? Yeah. And we have a sword up in the air. Up in the I assume she has a revolver cupcake. And it's the one doing the shooting. No. Look, there's no revolver cupcake. If there was, you'd already be dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, we need to with precision fist so it's aiming upwards. Aiming upwards. Like that. Now lift up the arm, just tween a little bit. Tween a little bit. Yeah, okay. Okay, yes, she's cheering. Just cheering for cheering. That smexy alien that almost beats up Goku. I'm joking. I'm joking. No one likes cheering. Not even cheering. That's what someone who has a revolver cupcake would say. Oh my gosh. I'm too tired for this to land. Oh, I got a headache. My cold has still not gone away. It's sad. And I've got to have a not flu shot. A big CVD-19 shot this week. Oh no, tried. I have been drinking cola. I'm almost out. But tomorrow is shopping day, so I should get more cola in. Okay, very good. Yeah, she's got a bullet. She's got an arm up because she's got a power sword. She's shooting her relic gun like pow, pow, pow. Gonna die today. Careful not to get COVID shot and turn into a crow. Okay, I'm gonna get her head. Gonna be like this. And she's gonna be like, I'm shooting a fish. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. And for fish is you, by the way. Pow pow. Yeah, a pow pow. Come on. Focus. Camera doesn't want to focus. Just want to focus on the cutie beauty that is this woman. No. There we go. You can see her. It's focus. It's all the triangles on her armor and the arrows do look a bit like chaos though. There she is. She's ready to shoot you. She's got to shoot your face off. No, it's a power sword. It's not a normal sword. It's a power sword. You can see on it there it's got that wire at the bottom that goes into armor, that goes into a power pack. That's the power sword. Getting its power. What that means effectively has a force field around it that's razor thin. So it keeps the sword sharp. But it's legitimately like incredibly thin. This power field, and it pulsates. So it not only cuts into you, but then starts acting like a sword, just trying to push further and further and widen the gap that it's put into your body or your armor or whatever. And just cutting down and down and down until it goes straight through you. You do not want to be hit by power weapons. Apparently, they also, for power surging out, can feel like being electric shocked as well. So that's not great. It depends. Different laws, there's different things about that. It could just be different power weapons have different effects. But generally speaking, it's just a force field that is exerted around the sword and just, yeah, it's not nice. Between the sword and her, yeah. I don't think you really care about the shocking feeling when your limb is being sliced off. You do, because what happens is, especially with Space Marine, you normally wouldn't care if your limb's being sliced off. But when it's a power sword, and if it's giving you an electric shock, it might also electrocute you to death. So it might just be carving through your hand, which is very survivable usually. But then it pours like 200 volts through your body, and like, that's going to be a problem. You don't want to be hit by any... Well, I mean, that's just a coward's thing to say, Talan. Not wanting to be hit by any weapons. I mean... Are you sure? What happens if a weapon really wants to hit? What happens if it just wants to be friends with you? But to be friends with you, it has to really hit you super hard in the face. Actually, no, that's what they're like. Oh, there's heads inside these holes. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. I'm cutting a model apart. It's going moderately well. Yes, Talan, let me introduce you to the fleshball beetle. The fleshball beetle's fine. I got shot by a fleshball beetle once, and it just, it died. I was like, oh, poor little beetle. It got poisoned by my cola skin. My cola skin, do-do-do-do-do. My cola skin, do-do-do-do. I'm full of cola, it's true and tasty. We have D&D character, I really like the name.
Careful, it's a cupcake borer beetle.
Cupcake borer beetle. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm made out of cola and cupcake, not just cupcake. So unless it's a cupcake or cola beetle. Oh, they had a flesh borer beetle. No, that's what happened with me. That's what my name comes from. If you want to know the secret to my VTuber identity and name, I had a D&D character named Cupcake Conjuror. And I just really liked the character enough that when I was being a VTuber, I was like, you know what, I'll just take this name. I'll just use this name. I know I saw Blue Sky, hence the reference. Yeah, but not everyone else saw Blue Sky to land. Not everyone else. Ah da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ah da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm gonna murder you. Da 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 da. I'm gonna kill you. Da 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 da. My best friend is Satan. No, what am I on about? Oh, there we go. Ah, I made a little model, by the way. Follow Cupcake Bundle on Blue Sky to keep updates. Yeah, if you follow me on Twitter and you've not seen all my Blue Sky posts, or you want to follow me and you don't have Twitter, follow me on Blue Sky instead. Because I'm not going to be posting pictures on Twitter anymore, even of like Warhammer figures. Part of this is at request of other people. But yeah, look at a cool backpack of hers. It's such a cool model. I look, this is a sergeant of a squad, effectively. It's got power sword, bolt pistol. Sad that she can't have a plasma pistol, but you know what? Actually, I don't know what she can have. Let me go onto 40k website because there is actually If we go back onto the Warhammer website, we can actually look at the rules for this character. So Warhammer, because the rules are currently free. There you go. I just had to press the button to make it focus again. At least this camera has a button where when it's unfocused, I can just press a button and it will focus again. But let's go. Warhammer community. Go on the Warhammer page. Got Warhammer community. There we go. There we go. I go over here onto downloads, which you can't see. Then we go onto Warhammer 40k. And if we go down here, we'll be able to go Combat Tool, Other Rules, Legends, Crusade. Might be under Other Rules. Here we go. Tempestus, Aquilians. And then we can look at them over here. And how do I zoom in? Let me zoom in. Okay, here they are. So for toughness 3, as you'd expect from guardsmen. They have the ability to deep strike. They have precision deep strike. Okay. When this unit is set, when this unit is set up on the battlefield using the deep strike ability, it can perform a precision deep strike. Drop. Oh, precision drop. Okay, so what this is deep strike means that when the game's already being played, at any point in the, I think, movement phase, you can call a deep strike and just like bring troops from off the field onto the field. It can be set, and usually it can only set them up like within 6 inches of another model or a board edge, but this one can be set up 3 inches away from an enemy unit, not just 6. But it's not eligible to declare a charge. Servo Sentry, when this unit is set up on battlefield using deep strike ability, the Aquilians can shoot with its sentry weapon. Okay, so that shoots in the movement phase as well. So that's one of the really cool things about this one. This is why you want to deep strike it. You can deep strike it right next to an enemy, so you get all the advantages for your weapons. And then you've also got the Servo Sentry, which will be able to fire twice that turn. Which is nice, because you'll be able to fire as soon as it's deep struck, and then fire again in your shooting phase. They have the Stormcast ability. Oh. Place a Servo Sentry token next to this unit to remind you. So bolt pistol, let's look. Okay, so here it's not a relic bolt pistol. It's only a normal bolt pistol. And it gets 1 attack at 12 inches. It counts as a pistol, so it can be fired while in combat. It's ballistic skill 4+. That's a bit sad. Yeah. Strength 4, damage 1. No AP. That means it hits on a 4 or higher on a dice roll. But if it had a hot shot last pistol instead, it will hit on a 3. It will be strength 3, not strength 4. It will have the same range. It will also be a pistol, and it will have AP -1. Honestly, I'm not sure it is a good idea to have a bolt pistol, especially since it's not a relic bolt pistol. Over here it tells you, so wait, the Tempestor Aquilian, where does it say? Where does it say for unit size? 90 points for 10 models. You can't make it more than 10 models. Oh, here we go. 1 Tempestor Aquilian, 9 Tempestus Aquilian. So Tempestor, who is effectively Sergeant. Oh no, that's a Sentry Flamer. Oh, so it's got a Sentry Flamer. It can have a hotshot volley gun. It can have a flamethrower, or it can have a sentry grenade launcher. But hotshot volley gun, all of that's free. Where's the flamer? Sentry Flamer ignores covers, torrents, that means it automatically hits. It gets D6 +3 attacks. It's done 4, AP 0, 1 damage. which is an okay weapon. It's basically the same as a lot of other flamer type stuff. Although I'm not sure a lot of flamers get for +3 to its number of attacks. Its grenade launcher's got 2 options to fire with. It can fire as a crack, which is like an anti-tank version. It's got an anti-infantry weapon. The sentry follows a Tempesta like a robo-dog. It does. It does. It doesn't have its own stats. It's just a token in 40k. So it's always there. And I imagine as a result, you use the Tempesta model as the base of where the attack's coming from, not the sentry itself. The sentry, as it says is here, is only a token. When you have the volley gun's cool. Okay, rapid fire 4 means I believe at half range, it can get 4 additional shots. But it gets 4 attacks anyways. At strength 4, so the same as a bolt gun. -1 AP, that means it lowers the enemy's armor save by 1. And damage 1, which is okay. And so these weapons are all decently good. There's a reason to take any of them. Honestly, the hotshot volley gun just seems like the best one. Because once you land next to an enemy unit that you want to take out, it's going to get 8 shots. And then in the shooting phase, it's going to get 8 more shots. Although it only hits on a 4+, this grenade launch also hits on a 4+. This thing can get up to 6 shots. Well, actually, blast means if you land it next to some gaunts, you can get up to 4. So that'll be 4 from the blast. Because blast means you get 1 extra attack per model in the unit. And then you got 3 + 3. So you can go up to 10 attacks with the first volley. And if you don't kill any of them, then you can get 10 more shots. Or if you kill at least 1 of them, then but less than 6, sorry, you still get 9 shots. But that's only if you roll well with this D3. And it doesn't have an AP -1 on it, which doesn't help. It's also got a short to range in total. Although this one can also, you just drop it next to a Carnifex and just blast a hole in the Carnifex's tank. The Flamer automatically hits, and on average it's going to get 6 hits. Which is actually better than the 8 shots on the volley gun, but again, the volley gun has -1 AP. So honestly, all of them seem relatively equal. Depends what you're going against or what you really want. What does it say here? 1 Tempesta's hotshot last gun can be placed with either a melter carbine or plasma carbine. That's a bit sad. So you can't have both a melter and a plasma carbine in one squad. So let's look at the plasma. Plasma carbine's only 18 inches. That's 6 inches less than a normal plasma gun. Other than that, it starts with the same 2 attacks. It can be overheated. Assault just means that you can, what's it called? March. It's not called march. Advance in the same turn and still shoot. So effectively it means you can move further that turn and still shoot this weapon. But yeah, it's a strength 7 AP mine. So it's a decent weapon. Can be upgraded to overheat though, if you want to. I'm looking at it still. As I said, it's a bit sad that it can only have 1 special weapon, but it's okay, I suppose. Don't know if the melter carbine only has 10-inch range. So that's similar to the melter pistol. It is a very powerful, like this one, you drop it next to an enemy. This can do a lot of damage. It hits on 3s, it's strength 9, AP -4. You're basically, your enemy's not getting an armor save from it. For down to the invulnerable save, it can pretty much, on average, will kill a Terminator effectively with this 1 shot. Melter 2, you can drop it within 3 inches of somebody. Meaning you can always guarantee from the melter effect of being within half range or something, of getting 2 extra damage. Which means, and it's also an assault weapon, I guess. So both of these weapons are decent. I'd say the melter carbine is better because of the precision drop capability. The Sentry Flamer might actually be the best out of the Sentry weapons. Because she can... One of the great things about Flamer weapons is that when an enemy charges you, you can use a stratagem to fire at them when they're coming in. But every single weapon only hits on a roll of a 6. but a torrent weapon will always automatically hit, and that's what makes flamer weapons so amazing. So let's say you drop next to some orcs, you hit them with your flamer in your movement phase as soon as deep strike. When you hit them with a flamer again in the shooting phase, the next turn they try to charge you and you hit them with a flamer again. So the flamer might actually be the best weapon on the kit, but the grenade launcher definitely has a lot more capability of just facing different enemies. So if you go against Imperial Knights, this crack launcher would actually give you some use out of it, being able to fire twice in the turn that you come down. Meanwhile, hotshot volley gun, it's extra range, it's extra AP, it's massive number of attacks. All gives you a good bonus. I'd say the flamer's definitely the best weapon, just on average points value wise. Let's look at the weapons that they have. So all of them are armed with a close combat weapon, so they all get 2 attacks, which is better than a normal guardsman who only gets 1 attack, which is good. They have a 4+ armor save, which is decent. The hotshot last gun is the same as the Tempest. Actually, no, hotshot last carbine. Where is it? Last carbine. Here we go. Oh, that's also an assault weapon. Ooh. Ooh. Are any of these ones of a sentry an assault weapon? No. Oh, this means that this squad can actually advance on the same turn and still fire almost every single one of its weapons. That's actually really good. The Tempestor can have a chainsaw. Oh, the Tempestor, the guy in charge, is normally equipped for a hotshot last carbine. And it can have, in addition to that, a bolt pistol. But it can swap it for a power weapon. So, honestly, with the entire squad being its idea that it can move, drop, shoot, effectively drop, shoot its sentry again, shoot the rest of the weapons. The next turn, you can advance moving as far as possible and still shoot all of your weapons. It might actually be beneficial not to have an assault weapon, a close quarters weapon like a power weapon, instead just have another hotshot last carbine. Because I don't think you can fire a pistol at the same turn you advance. But you can fire them in close combat, which is good. Hotshot last carbine, close combat weapon. Yeah, the rest of them don't have pistols. One of them can have 2 hotshot last pistols. If you have 2 hotshot last pistols, you can fire both of them on the same turn. And you can fire them both in combat. Yeah, the weapons, you get 2 shots on it. I think normally your hotshot last gun has rapid fire on it, so it can get an extra shot when it's in close range. Which is, I'll give it back. I don't know what the advantage of advancing them would be, though. That's the only thing. I don't know what the advantage of having 2 hotshot last pistols would be, other than just having them be firing in close combat. One can release the hotshot last. Where's the hotshot last? Long last, sorry. That's a heavy, it's precision. Ooh. The first one can hit on a 2+. Heavy means that if it doesn't move, it gets +1 to hit. Precision means you can specifically target an enemy. It's 36-inch range, which gives it a very long range attack. And it's AP to damage 3. Oh my gosh, that's a really good sniper. I could just legitimately one-shot a lot of characters in the game. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually really good. It doesn't seem to combine well with the rest of the squad, though. Like, it seems very mixed up of what the squad actually wants to do. Like, you got the flamethrower, you got a mix of long-range weapons. Like, you got this assault weapon here, so you want to be shooting and moving. But the hotshot long glass wants to be heavy, so it doesn't want to be moving. It wants to be dropping down next to the enemy. So it wants to be in close quarter combat, effectively. I guess it just gives you a lot of options of how you want to equip it, because you don't necessarily need to give one of your guys a hotshot long glass. You can choose not to, and just instead keep your squad as very mobile. Because on the same turn you deep strike, you can't have to move that turn, so you don't gain the benefit of the heavy capability. I mean, that being said, still position. Land it just right next to an enemy command squad, and you're just going to completely wipe them out. It's like, I mean, you could land this next to a... You could land this next to a Space Marine squad with a commander in it and still do a lot of damage to them. Oh, like, it could... These guys are actually really good at what they do. Up to 2 of them can have replaced their carbines with just las pistols. So effectively, it seems that you can equip them specifically to be landing right next to the enemy and then expect them just to be in close combat after that. You can't charge at the same turn you'd go in a deep strike, but you can still expect them to be in combat and equip them accordingly. So we're giving them pistols means that they can still fire in your next shooting phase after your opponent's charged them. Which is, I guess, why they got so many pistols. You get 2 attacks in melee, which actually means they do a lot better in melee than most guardsman units do. They're still only weapon skill 4+, so they're not hitting exactly well, and they're still only strength 3. I don't know. It just confuses me to how I actually would be wanting to equip them. Because with the 30-inch range on this hotshot volley gun, with the capability of this long shot las, there's reason just to land them out of bounds of your enemy, like on a hill somewhere or in some terrain, and just shoot at them from quite far away. And the servo sentry can still shoot its long range sentry hotshot volley gun on the turn it deep strikes, even if it's not near an enemy. I think it definitely is designed more just drop it right next to your enemy unit, blast them full of holes with your pistols and your flamethrowers. As opposite to a hotshot tall lass. No, it's called a long lass because it just means it's a sniper rifle. But yeah, I appreciate the joke. Oh no, it's a pretty decent unit. I think there's a reason to get the hotshot lass gun long lass in the unit anyway, because even if you drop it within 3 inches of the enemy, you're still hitting on a 3+, you've still got precision, you've still got 3 damage and AP -2. It's a good way to get rid of a specific target within their units, and then after that you just move them and advance them how you need to. I'm not that being said, I'm not that familiar on a lot of the rules. I don't think you can move on the same turn you deep strike, but I might be wrong. If you can move on the same turn you deep strike, what I'm assuming this does, all these assault weapons are for, you land within 3 inches of the enemy, smash them with a flamer, move as far away as you can from the enemy, and just shoot them with as much weapon fire as you can at the same time. Can't move after deep strike. I thought so. So it does make it feel a bit weird. I guess one thing you can be doing is, I'm guessing what you're meant to do with it is you're meant to drop it behind your enemy's on your enemy objective, behind your enemy's lines, somewhere where they don't want you to be, somewhere where they don't have a lot of firepower, where they do have a lot of firepower but not a lot of ability to counter you. I just absolutely annihilate one of their squads. And then you just get these guys to leg it out to there, move somewhere else, and just continue raining fire down as they do so. Get them into a decent position, and then just start using their sniper capabilities. You can charge if you're outside of 9 inches. Yeah. No, deep strike is different from the precision drop. Precision drop is a special type of deep strike. Yeah. Only armor that can break the 9-inch rules is demons. Okay. Would declare a charge. I guess you can charge after deep striking then. I guess that might be another reason for all your pistols, so that you can shoot while in combat. I guess not with your precision drop, but... Oh no, it's an okay. It's an okay model, I suppose. I say model. It's an okay, it's a decent unit. It's definitely just there to mess up with whatever your enemy's doing, and it's much better at it than your basic Imperial troops. Imperial Guardsmen. Like your Tempestus Aquilians can be deep struck, but they're not really that good at messing up. They're nowhere near as good as these guys are for messing up. The fact that you can just shoot a heavy flame that gets +3 attacks at your enemy twice in a single turn is just ridiculous. The fact that one of your models can precision shot a character within the unit is also pretty crazy. So, I don't know. I don't think the Imperial Guardsmen yet actually have their own codex, so we could actually look at their rules if we want to and compare them. Core rules. Not core rules. Indexes. Here we go. Astra Militarium. Here we go. Here's like Astra Militarium rules. So if we scroll all the way down, we'll get to Tempestus Aquilians. Come on, go down. Oh wait, that's the vehicle armor rule. Here we go. Here you go. So these are the Tempestus Scions, sorry. So these are so as you can see, these have a deep strike special rule as well. They're the same type of models. They can have a hotshot volley gun just on a normal unit. And each time a model in this unit makes an attack, re-roll a hit for 1. If the target of that attack is an enemy unit within range of an objective mark, you can re-roll a hit roll instead. That's actually a really good rule as well, because you just deep strike come next to the enemy objective marker where they already have a unit, and then that gives you a really capability just to obliterate the enemy unit. Foxcaster is another one of their things that allow them to gain 5+, gain more CP so they can use special abilities. Let's look at their hotshot last gun though. Okay, so their hotshot last gun is only one shot normally. It does have 24 inches compared to the 18 inches of a volley gun. But it's rapid fire 1, so within half range, it can get 2 shots. So if a deep strike next to the enemy, they will be getting effective the same number of shots of the same type of weapons. They can have an actual melter gun, which is... The only thing with them is that when they deep strike, they have to be at least 6 inches away from the enemy, meaning it's going to be much harder for them to have their melter gun within half range, where the melter carbine can be within 3 inches of the enemy, meaning it gets advantage of its melter a lot better. With the other squad, which is, I guess, another good reason to have the melter gun, the melter carbine of the Tempestus Aquilians. But let's look at what they can have. For every 5 models, so if you have a squad of 10, like the Tempestus Aquilians. Oh, how many points of it? Oh, no, I don't know. It would say on for other stuff. Elsewhere, it doesn't say in the codex anymore. So you can have up to 2 melter guns of this unit, or you can have 1 flamer and 1 melter gun. Let's look at their flamer compared to a flamer that we were looking at before. Yeah, this one only gets D6 shots compared to D6 + 3 that our guy got. In addition, our sentry got 2 shots and it got D6 attacks. Yeah, the sentry definitely does a lot more damage than any of these weapons do, of these guys. The sentry is just way more powerful. If we look at their hotshot volley gun in comparison, yeah, it gets 2 shots and rapid fire 2. So the hotshot, so the sentry gun is just twice as good as any of the weapons that these guys put out, pretty much. So it's equivalent of having either 2 of their flamers, 2 of their grenade launchers, or 2 of their hotshot volley guns. And in addition to that, you also get one of your own melter guns or plasma guns. In addition to this, you also get 2 shots at 18-inch range, or these guys can only get 2 shots at 12-inch range. But they can get 1 shot at 24-inch range. But they also can't move. So yeah, the Aquilians are definitely really worth getting over these guys. No asterisks of special weapons. You can't double up weapons because of box locking. You can't double up at minimum size squads. Yeah. One of a following. Yeah, it's every 5 models, so you have to have at least 10 models to get 2 special weapons. But one thing these guys can do is that they can have a plasma pistol. And if we compare their plasma pistol to... Where's my phone gone? Oh my gosh, I've not had my phone plugged in or anything today. Oh, just give me a moment. Oh no. Oh no. I've not had my chat up on my phone. I knew I was doing something weird today. I just heard it wait. I don't even know where it is. It made noise. It wants to be found. Okay, whatever. I don't know where my phone's gone. 5 models is 2 special weapons. 10 models is 4. Wait, is it? Am I misreading this? Oh, up to 2 Tempestus. Oh, so that's... Oh, you can have 10 of them. Oh, so these guys can definitely be way better. So a squad of 10, 4 of these guys. So, okay, so while... That actually changes things, doesn't it? Oh, and you can have a power fist on this guy too. And how does he fire his bolt pistol? Where is it? It doesn't actually show for bolt pistol here. Bolt pistol. No, bolt pistol must be down here then. Okay, yeah, he still fires on a 4+, except for an asterisk. Oh no, it has a Militarium Tempestus model. So yeah, they can hit their bolt pistol on a 3+. Yeah, these guys are better at firing their bolt pistol. They can have more special weapons. Sure, the Sentry is equivalent to 2 of their special weapons, but they can have 4. And they can only have the Sentry and 1 special weapon. Okay, others can get the precision sniper rifle. These guys can't get a sniper rifle. And that does change a lot of things. That's a standard weapon of a squad if it gets replaced. Hotshot last gun, yeah. Yeah, the hotshot last gun here is a standard weapon. But the big danger of these guys... Actually, let's look. Hotshot last gun. Last pistol, sorry. Last gun, close combat weapon. How good are their close combat weapons? Okay, if they get 2 attacks, it's the same as the other guys. Their power weapon is the same as the other guys. And they also get the cool power fist. Honestly, I don't know which one's better to have. Because this guy can have... Their Tempestor can have a power fist and a plasma pistol, which is pretty impressive. These guys can reroll to hit when firing at an objective. And just reroll 1s otherwise. They can both deep strike. These guys can get for Foxcaster, meaning they work much better with the enemy. If he's equipped for a bolt pistol, he hits on 3s, whereas the other guys hits on 4s. We can actually look up for points cost. If we go over here, it's I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the current field manual. Adeptus Mechanicus, Titanicus, Audari, Astra Militarum. We just look up for the Tempestus, Tank Commander, Taurus, Tempestus Aquilians, 90 points, Tempestus Science, 100 points. Okay, so Aquilians are 10 points cheaper. Aquilians are 10 points cheaper. Let's bring up the Astra Militarum again. Go all the way down. Let's just look at if any of the stats are different. And let's find the Tempestus Aquilians. Again. I didn't miss anything. Yeah, the bolt pistol is definitely hitting on a 4+. The only thing I could say about this is that they do have the they do have a Military Tempestus ability. And I imagine that might make it hit on a 3+. Because while it doesn't have an asterisk here, the bolt pistol that's otherwise shown in the main codex does have they will hit on a 3+. So imagine this weapon is meant to hit on a 3+, and it's a mistake to say it hits on a 4+ here. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say there. 10 points different. That's actually quite, yeah, it's quite a bit in guard. We can also drop closer. These guys can have a lot more pistols. They can have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pistols in the unit. They got 5 pistols in the unit. They've got the sentry that can fire twice on the turn it lands. On the turn that they deep strike down, these guys will be doing more damage. These guys will be doing a lot more damage just because this sentry is firing twice. And it will be on top of their own weapons. These guys can also move a lot faster, which is very important if you want to keep them out of combat or out of range of the enemy after they land. And they can still fire while moving that fast. They've got access to a sniper, they've got access to the precision weapons, they have... All the pistols means they will actually perform better in close combat. Except they can't have a power fist and they can't have a plasma pistol. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, okay, I'm going to say that if you want to deep strike them specifically and to wipe out a single unit or just to mess up your enemy's backline, the Tempestus Aquilians will be much better at it. And they're 10 points cheaper. But overall, the better unit is definitely the Scions. So, yeah. They're both only 1 wound. They've both got 4+ armor save. They both move 6 inches. Both toughness 3. Both have 1 OC. Do they both have 1 OC? Let's check this. Yeah, they both have 1 OC. Both leadership 7, yeah. 6-inch move. Yeah, these guys would definitely mesh a lot better. The Scions would definitely mesh a lot better in your army, though. Because they got this Foxcaster, which the others don't. Good definition of role and good points costing. Yeah. It definitely does make it... These guys would definitely hold the line a lot better. The fact that you can have 4 of these... You could have 4 plasma guns or 4 hotshot volley guns. And they could just be... They've got 24-inch range. They got the power fist. They got the plasma pistol. They could have 4 flamethrowers if you wanted. They're definitely a lot more customizable. They're definitely going to hold the line a lot better. With an extra CP they can potentially give you each turn is also really good. Because it just means it's a lot cheaper to hit them with stratagems, or at least much more advantageous to give them stratagems. Where for others, the stratagem will definitely cost you CP without giving you anything back. Command points. And the ability to reroll to 1s to hit and reroll when they're shooting at somebody with an objective marker. It's... Yeah, I can... The Aquilians are slightly disappointing, I'd say, because I would like to have both a Plasma Carbine and a Melter Carbine in the unit, just because. I can understand why you wouldn't have both of them. Even though these guys can have so many special weapons, they definitely fulfill a specific niche role. And I think that niche role is potentially a lot more important than the just general purpose role that these guys serve. Because it's like... Almost every single army will have a backline unit that will be important for their strategy. And having a unit that can just drop down and almost certainly kill that unit that they have on their backline is important. And that's exactly what the Aquilians will do. Scions are in for the long haul, Aquilians are in for as a decapitator, yeah. I guess they perform the exact same sort of role as a Stingwing is, just to mess up the enemy's operations. Because, I mean, you can't really... I know in the current game, because I've had this when I played against my own Tyranids, is you can't underestimate the ability to deep strike a fast-moving, hard-hitting unit onto an objective marker. Like, it is just an insane capability just to drop in, kill stuff, and then just move out of it, or just take the objective. It can really change the game, especially since you're earning objective points throughout the entire game now, rather than just adding up who controls the objectives at the end of the game. So, it's good. And I mean, it would be especially disastrous against stuff like Tau, where you rely a lot on these fast-moving firepower units, have to not get pinned down, and the Aquilians can definitely pin those units down or otherwise kill them. It could also be, it'd be especially disastrous to the Eldar, I believe. So I guess the Aquilians are definitely a very good unit to have. I think there's definitely a reason to have them over other units in your army. But one thing we should get back to is the Stingwings! Yeah! I'm not going to look up for Stingwings because I know I keep getting distracted too much. Oh, those are cool characters. I do like those. I do like the rules they gave them. I think they did do a good job with that. It was definitely not an easy thing to set up. Okay. Gonna cut these. This one's labeled 1. Like, I think if I was playing Guardsman, I'd definitely want an Aquilian, I believe. 1, because the models are absolutely cool. 2, because you get an adorable sentry in the unit. Maybe we should build a sentry today as well. And 3, why else do I want an Aquilian unit? But just because I think they're strategically very viable. I don't know. Do they count? They're probably going to count as the tournament legal units, aren't they? I imagine they have to. It'd be very weird if it didn't count as tournament legal. I imagine once their full codex comes out, or rulebook, whatever they call it nowadays, it will... I'm not sure I care much about what's tournament legal or not. I mean, I'm the person who uses. Should do, they are not legends, yeah. Because I like legend units. I like using legend units. I think the other cool thing about these guys is you can definitely build them as Elysian drop troopers. Although they would be a lot worse as Elysian drop troopers. Where do we go? Legends Field Manual. Oh, that's just points costing. Let's check. How much are Elysian drop troops? Adari, Imperium Militarum. Begins with E. Elysian, Sniper Squad, Heavy Gargant, Heavy Transport. Wait, do the Elysians only have a Sniper Squad in them? They do only have a Sniper Squad. No! I thought Elysian drop troops had more unit options. Quartermaster Rain, Valkyrie, Storm Sentinel, Salamander. Yeah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, whatever. Well, I'm someone who likes Legends anyway. I'm not fair to play at tournaments. In fact, before this video, I had a recommendation. Before this stream, sorry, I was watching a recommended video from YouTube, which was about a tournament ruling, and it's like, you know, this is the exact reason I don't like tournaments. Or one of the reasons. It was all about some guy had his army Something about modeling with advantage. That's the rule. Modeling to advantage. And what it means is that you convert your model so that it gives you an advantage on the field. And it's like, but the modeling with advantage was because the model was slightly larger than it was meant to be. Because it was just on a stand, but it wasn't on the stand properly. It's like, you know, it just sounded like the judge was at fault and was reflecting blame, though. It's like, we see that a lot at tournaments. It's why tournaments just make me paranoid. And people can get very, very snippety and snappity. Like, oh, I don't like that. Be back, General. You're back! Hello! Oh yeah, MFA is really just an exploitation of badly defined rules. Yeah. I think in terms like that, if you're unsure about the model, the rule is just always go by what the basis of other models are. So if you've got a converted model, just replace it with another model. If it should reach but it can't reach, then just have it reach. If it shouldn't reach but it can reach, just have it not reach. That's how you defeat modeling with advantage. Also, I have no idea where my phone went, and it's really confusing me right now. Give me a moment. Oh. I know where my phone is. I'm back. My phone was in the bathroom. Phone was in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I forgot my Uber Eats arrived before the stream and I was in the bathroom at the time, so I left my phone there and just completely forgot about it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's vibrating at me so much. I'm sorry I left you behind, phone. I'm sorry I left you behind. Just let me bring up chat on it. It's like, no wonder I've been having a hard time reading chat today. I can't just look to my left. Was your phone taking a leak? No. Oh, no. My phone doesn't know how to take a leak. It can take celery sticks. It can take lots of things. It can take sprouts, but it can't take leeks. It doesn't like leeks. Oh, I'm a silly Billy. Hope you're not before Rue interrupting its bathroom break. Don't worry, it was like, help me escape the I'm locked in the bathroom. Help me. Help me, Cupcake! I'm like, Cup phone, come over here. I'll save you. Like, thank you, Cupcake. Oh, my savior. Ah. How does this attach? No, that's how it attaches. Okay. Maybe. Oh, no. You know what? There's a little book here for a reason. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Aquillas, Aquillas, Aquillas. Okay. Oh, so it goes under the chest. That makes sense. This way. Oh. Goes like this. Goes like that. I prefer Titanic because you literally get down to eye level with a weapon you're firing and apply modifiers on that sightline. I mean, that's what you're meant to do in like 40k. At least that was old rules and stuff. But one of the things that this did is it led to a lot of people going, hey, no, you can't see that. When I go down there, I can't see. So it just led to a lot of judges constantly being asked to go down to line of sight. And it just slowed the games down massively. And as a result, you don't have as much of these things going on anymore. It's all much more about bases, and base sizes now being important. So it was all very weird, if I'm honest. Okay, B7, B6. B7, B6. B7, B6. Oh wait, where's B5? That's B5. Nice. Oh, it's got his big claw here. Got a big claw there. Big claw here. Oh, okay. Oh, it's got two claws. I didn't even notice them. Ah, like that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so PFC, take it from base is great. Right, but do you have something on a flying stand or hangs over base? It doesn't even have a base. Yeah. Okay, so the rule I was looking at was something on a flying stand, in which normally a flying unit, you always message the base. But an aircraft, but like the Storm Raven, is an aircraft that can go in hover mode. And if it does, it loses the aircraft rule, meaning it now uses vehicle rules, which go from hull, not base. And it's like, in that circumstance, it should still go from the base. It should be any vehicle that has a base should go from the base. Not for hull. Except, actually it depends, because certain stuff will be impossible to go from the base, like charging a repulsor, which is just much larger than its own base. In which case, I guess you go to the hull. On it, I don't know. I think in the rules, it should just be common sense, and people shouldn't be, and the judge should just be like, okay, you know what? I know it doesn't look like it should go, but we're gonna make it go anyway. I should just make a ruling. And people shouldn't be punished for it. But yeah, I feel like tournaments just punish you for being creative in the way that you design your models and stuff. And it's why I don't like it. I've never liked tournaments. So it's like, I don't like tournaments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. I would much rather just have fun elsewhere. I just much rather just play a non-competitive game, you know. Just a fun, silly game. Because I want to have silly decks. I don't want to have a meta deck. I want to go against a silly deck where just nonsense happens every single time you play a turn. You don't know what's going to happen. That's the kind of fun stuff I like in my games. I love that as per current rules, if a Screamer Killer model is stood out in an open, except for tippy to top of its claws, it still counts as in cover. It does? How? If a Screamer Killer is still out in the open, cover rules are based on model. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Yeah. I guess standardizing it makes it easier to just rule. It makes silly stuff happen. But it's better than just having constant arguments, I suppose. Which is often what just happened. I think one of the reasons they did this, though, isn't just for tournaments, like for 10th edition. It's for when you are playing in shops. Because there's now much more demand for people to play in the stores, right? And as a result, the demands of tables, and not just in stores, but in clubs and stuff. So there's a massive demand on just like tables and how many people he can serve. And when you've got all these things of people arguing about rules, of line of sight, of all of those things, it just makes games go on forever. And the same went for just, you know, counting up points on army sheets and stuff. It's like, if you ever have to wait for 2 people, if you want to have a game and there's 2 people before you to play, and then you have to wait so long the shop closes before you can have a game, and you were there in the early morning, and you only had to wait for 2 people to go before you, it's really annoying. I had things like that happen when I was a kid. It was like, oh, but that was in one of the worst parts of the game. Like 7th edition, I believe, was just terrible for that sort of stuff. Just every single time someone played, it was just another argument. It's... oh. Okay, I now need heads. Any head will do. No. Do we want to have a mask, or do we not want to have a mask? Like, look at Goldschmash. So big. It looks like it's from Portal. And that guy also looks like he's from Portal. GLaDOS. I have a real thanks of a model G-dubs. We'll take it from here mentality of 40k. Aforementioned Screamer Killer is not in cover. You can't tell me otherwise. Yeah, I think that's the thing about friendly games, though. If it's a friendly game, you can just make... if it's a friendly game, your opponent respects you and you respect your opponent, you can make those types of rules. And it's fine. It's just that if your opponent doesn't respect you and your opponent's just a silly person or whatever, or you're just a silly person, then at least you can both just... at least you got those rules there to be very clear and defined. Where before, when you're having to try, when it's not clear and defined, it just results in arguments. It's much easier to choose to pull back the rules for a friendly game than it is to try and make clarity on the rules for a less friendly game. And I think that's one of the fun things about 40k to some extent. It's... these faces are different. It just doesn't feel that different. I'm going to go for this head though. I'm definitely like you. When I played against myself, when I played against my old Tyranids and stuff, I definitely took some leniency of the rules for what I thought was going to be a more fun option. I do miss old cover rules though. I'm really not a it's... I would want clearly not worth playing this game if it ever became an argument. Yeah. But I mean, unfortunately, that's not always the case with a lot of people in this game. Unfortunately, a lot of people who play 40k are the same type of people who will argue over the silliest and most minor of things, as you can just tell by the fan base half the time with how they react to pretty much anything that occurs. I mean, that being said, I could kind of be one of them, especially when I was younger. And, you know, I think it's important that GW decided to take.
How are the models, BTW?
The Vespid is a lot harder to put together. The Vespid is a lot harder to put together than this guy. This guy's really nice to put together. They've got really nice options. It's a very nice model to convert. Like, you could very easily not have this backpack on and just put some, like, anything on, like from this upgrade sprue we've got. And as a result, turn it into a normal Tempestus, turn it into a Commander or anything. You could easily replace this gun. Because it's the gun, it's a lot like older models where you can just take the gun off and you still got the rest of the arm. As a result, you can just take a plasma gun from another model and just glue it straight on. Very easily. They ability to swap out for heads is also really good. The ability to swap out for arms is really good, and for hands and for different weapons. So you could very easily turn this model into a Tempestus Scion if you wanted to, with a power fist. And that's, I really like how easy it is to convert. It's very compatible with other guard sets. It's very easy to make it compatible with a variety of other sets. It's also very easy to put together. This model's a lot more confusing. Trying to figure out how to put the legs together was a lot harder. And trying to get the arms together. But that's because it's all very alien, very spiky. These types of models often are a bit trickier to figure out exactly how they're meant to fit. You sometimes think it fits together correctly, and then you realise, oh, that's not how it was meant to be. Definitely doesn't seem as easy on the surface to convert. What upgrades through? The upgrades through is just the Cadian upgrades through this one. You can see all of the bits of the back if we just turn this light off. Here you go. This Cadian upgrades through. It's got stuff like sandbags in it, backpacks. You could give her one of these backpacks if you wanted to. It's got different heads. I really like this head over here. But that's a cool head too. And look, you can see all these different arms and stuff you've got, different type of weapons, a really cool power sword. So you could easily use this sort of thing or another guard spear to make it cool. Is this like old Necrons, thin arms that can break? They don't look that fragile, but until I start moving them about, I wouldn't know. I never had old Necrons. I had old skeletons, vampire count skeletons, and Tomb King skeletons. I preferred the Tomb King skeletons because the skeletons were a lot thicker. And as a result, they didn't break, and the spears were a lot thicker. The vampire counts, though, they were a lot thinner, but also a lot spikier. And it wasn't just the fact that they were thin was the problem, it's the fact that they were spiky, so they got caught on other models, they got caught on the foam if you put them in a carrier case. They got caught on pretty much anything and everything, as a result they just snapped and broke. A similar thing with Dark Eldar. It's like Dark Eldar versus Eldar. They're both as thin as one another. It's just Dark Eldar are very spiky, and as a result it makes them much more fragile. Because yeah, the spikes are more likely to break, but it's the fact that the spikes catch onto things, and then it just... You're picking up the model, the spikes caught, and then, oh, your arm got torn off. Or your arm snapped in half. The Eldar model doesn't get caught anywhere near as much, and so it doesn't break anywhere near as much. Necrons, I don't know. I never had a Necron model in my life. They are... I never even saw that many Necron models, if I'm honest, either. Not a lot of people play Necrons. I remember if they did, they often just had a monolith and a Catan and barely any actual Necron warriors. This is why all Durkai transport boxes have the space for a glue bottle. Yep. Would I first time I have a hard time making the bug boys? Not a super hard time. They are harder to put together, but once you figure it out, it's probably going to make the rest of them really easy to make. There's obviously a lot less spare parts, as I was mentioning before. So it's going to be a lot less confusing. As long as you just follow the numbers, you'll get through it. These guys have a lot of spare parts, so it'll be very confusing if you don't follow the book and you want it to be correct. Quotation marks. Correct, because there's no real correct way to build or not build them. You can convert them however you want. But these ones are definitely much better for converting if you don't want to spend a lot of time with heating these pieces up to reposition them. And instead you much prefer just cutting, filing and green stuffing to get stuff looking correct. These guys are a lot more confusing in terms of which parts go with which, because you've just got so many spare parts, which messes up with the numbering system. But the parts fit together a lot more obviously and easily. These parts are not quite obvious how they fit together. But the numbering system really makes it easy to figure out what parts go with which parts. You could end up with one knight with its previously. It's fixed now, wonky leg placement. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Wonky leg placement on your night. But you're meant to do that on purpose. Hey, we could make the sentry model and the drone. I do kind of want to make the drone and the sentry. Let's look. Oh, it's got a little name. The drone's named Ram. Oh gosh, you can't see on that. But the drone's named Ram. Oh, it's like Ram and Ram. I'd never actually watched that anime, but I heard it's terrible. And I also heard it's amazing. Okay, here we go. So we just want B109 and B1. Okay, this is going to be a super hard model to make. This drone right here. This is going to be super hard to make. Let me show you just how hard it is to make. I'm going to have to carefully cut out these pieces. That's one piece. Got so many pieces, it's confusing. And then it's got the second piece. And that's it. You meant it on purpose. Sure. What's it called? Is it V0 or something like that with Ram and Ram? I'm not sure Gundam's still here to accept your duel. We've not talked for a while anyway. It's an amazing anime. Okay, Talan says it's amazing, so we know it's terrible. It's fine. It's fine. Also, we know Talan is a very questionable person and we should never trust Talan again. And there we go, the drone's made. That's how difficult it is to make the drone. It's got 2 pieces if you discount the base. And if you include the base, oops, it's piece count by 50%. And it's got 3 of them. It's got 3 pieces. There you go. The little oh, look how cute this little tow drone is. It's so cute and tiny. I thought the tow drone would be way bigger. And I thought the Imperial drone would be way different size. Wait, is that on the same size base as everybody else? Oh, 25mm. Oh, it's on a smaller base than everyone else. Okay, which one's a 25mm base? I have no idea. Wait a minute. What size base are the guardsmen on? .28mm, great. Guardsmen are on the 28mm base. Drone is on a 40mm. So this is what the drone's on, because the drone's huge. The servo drone. Our servo turret, rather. Why does it have to be a 25mm base? You can barely tell the difference between a 25. Okay, it's this one. It was hidden inside another base. So let's break it off this base. And attach it to this tiny little base. Yeah, I thought that seemed a bit small, and it's a bit small on that base. I'm gonna check. We cannot fair and fair today. Don't worry about. Oh, there's a little skull on the base. Nice. Yeah, these 2 bases here. And yeah, but it's obviously a size different. It's just not very obvious unless you put them next to one another. So we got pushed one. Maybe having a funky green and purple glasses don't help you see better. Okay. Okay, making fun of my glasses. It's okay. I won't cry. I just feel depressed. My glasses are terrible, I know. I'll tell Nico that you said his glasses were horrible and you hate them. I'm joking. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, we got the servo. We got the servitor next, the servo to it. Who's also got a little schoolboy on him. Although that school's part of him, if I'm honest. Okay, all of the pieces for him are down here. Gotta carefully hack him out of here. So we got another leg. We hack out another leg that we hack out, and then a part of the housing for it, and then this thing. Oh, there's little grenades! Okay, but this little thing goes on the bottom. Okay, what do we want? A volley gun, a flamethrower, or a grenade launcher? What do you want? We need to pull out all the bases when you open the kit since they have mixed. I didn't realise for our mix, I didn't see the big one inside it, so I thought they're just all the same size. I already started thinking about it when I saw that seemed a bit small, and also the servitor does not look like it would fit on one of these bases. What do though? Not servitor, servo to it. Servo to it, down my no, servo to it, down my no, servo to it. Everyone loves you, everyone loves your family. Yeah. Servo to it. I love your face. Servo to it. I love your face. Servo to it. Don't kill my family with your laser volley gun. Okay, do you want to calculate which one will do the most damage in a single turn of firing? I can do that if you want. So let's look. Servo turret will get 16 shots in a single turn, but will hit some 4s, leaving down to 8 shots. If we assume it's firing into, let's say, Space Marines, as just an example, it will get 4 wounds after that. So, and it does -1 armor save to the Space Marines, leaving them down to a 4+ armor save, meaning it will do 2 wounds, killing 1 Space Marine. Alternatively, you can have 6 shots plus an average of 7 more shots from the flamethrower in the single turn that it lands. All of them will automatically hit, so half of them will wound. You lose 6.5 shots. Then it will take 3+ armor saves, meaning that we failed just over 2 of them. So on average, against a squad of Gaunts, 16 shots, 8 will hit on average. 3s to wound, just over 5 will wound, -1 to the armor save, 6+, just under 1 save will be passed, meaning that you'll kill almost exactly 5. The flamethrower, on the other hand, 13 shots automatically hit, you'll lose just over 4 of them, so that's 9.5, 5+ save. Yeah, the flamethrower just seems like it'd be doing way better, way more damage. It's a servo turret time. Math hammer is great, right up to you roll nothing but 6s. Okay, let me roll for flamethrower, because that's how many dice. Okay, flamethrower, first round of shooting, we get 3 shots plus d6. 1. We wound on 3s against the Gaunts, that's 3. And 5+ saves, that's 2 die. Then it gets its second shot, that's 3 more. It gets 6 this time, so average 7, that's correct. It's so far doing averages. So far killed 2. So that wounds on 3s. Lots of failures there. And then 5+ armor saves. But lots of failures there. So all in all, on average, it killed 6. Which is just about what I was suggesting it did. Then, if it goes with the other gun, it gets 8 shots. Incorrect, I surge into your location, locking you into close quarter combat. Don't worry about it, I count to a flamethrower. This is why you have all the pistols in the unit. But, okay, it hits on 4s, that's 4 hits. It wounds on 3s. 6+ armor saves. That's 4 dead. Second round of firing. It hits on 4s. 4 hit. Wounds on 3s. Save on a 6+. That's 4 more dead. So it killed 8 that time round, which was more than the other. So that means we should go for a hotshot volley gun. Wait, would I be able to counter? Does that count as a charge? Will I be able to counter stratagem by using a flamethrower by shooting you as you come in? Stand on fire. Actually, you can't surge mode at me. I get my first flame attack at you before you'll be able to surge mode. Because it occurs at the same time I'm deep striking. You can only do that after I get my first flamethrower hit into you. And then you surge into me, and if that counts as a charge, I'll be able to counter stratagem with a stand on fire. And then we'll get all of our pistol shooting in the shooting phase anyway. Oh. Surge happens when the unit is damaged, it's just a move. Oh, okay, so it will happen after the first shot. Okay. And it doesn't count as a charge if it puts you into close combat. Okay, so we'll still get 1 flamer shot into you. So either way, hotshot volley gun seems to be doing better. Actually, both seem to be averaging against termagants for similar. We're getting similar averages. The hotshot volley gun is. The thing about the flamethrower is, on average, not on average, it can max out 9 potential hits. The hotshot volley gun can only max out a potential of 8 hits. If they end up at longer ranges, the hotshot volley gun can still be shooting, where the flamethrower will be kind of useless. So I'd say for the position they go into, though, a flamethrower would actually be better. Just what's cooler? A hotshot volley gun or flamethrower? I mean, that's a flamethrower, but that's a hotshot. Look at that volley gun. Look how cool. Okay, we're going for a volley gun. It looks too cool. I can't say no to a hotshot volley gun. That's my one weakness in life. They say, what's your weakness? And I say, I can't say no to a hotshot volley gun. It's like, okay. I'll give you this hotshot volley gun if you give me 100 quid. I'm like, okay. I'll accept that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you didn't lie. Oh wait, no, the hotshot volley gun just said I should murder you to take it. Okay, I'm gonna kill you then. And they're like, oh my gosh, take the hotshot volley gun. I don't even have one. Like, well, how did it speak to me? Are you sure you don't have one? I could fashion many from your bones. I could fashion many hotshot volley guns from your bones. And I don't go to tournaments, so GW... And GW doesn't have any rules saying hotshot volley guns valid, made by bones can't be used in tournaments or in official games. It only says 3D printing is wrong. That means if I fashion some hotshot volley guns from your bones, it's perfectly legal to do. Meaning that's what I should do. Yes. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Don't call me. I'm not crazy. Guys, stop thinking I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Oh my gosh. Why am I? I feel like I've turned insane today. I've just been all over the place. I've been all over the place. I've been to New Zealand. I've never been to New Zealand. I kind of want to visit New Zealand, you know. Visit the place where Lord of the Rings was filmed. It's just little servo. Look at my papa. I got a little papa. I got a papa. Okay, but where's my hotshot? There's my hotshot. I'm gonna go for a hotshot volley gun. I've never had a hotshot volley gun, and they just sound so cool to have. I mean, sure, yes, I will be if I do ever play them, I will be dropping, and a flamethrower would be much better. But you know what? Sometimes it's a rule of cool, baby. Rule of cool. And are you a rule of cool? No, you're not a rule of cool. I'm a rule of cool. I want to be cool like the rules. Screw the rules, I have cool. I might have accidentally snipped off a little thing that was meant to be holding this gun on. I apologise for that. Turned insane, she says. Turned implies she wasn't already. You know, if I had feelings still, I'd be hurt by that statement. But thankfully I don't, so I don't mind. Oh my gosh. Is this cold? It's making me delirious. Not been sleeping well. Being constantly distracted. Oh, it's also Ian. Oh, I just remembered Ian's gone. Oh. I did warn people I'll be a little off this week. Probably. What you making? What ya? We're making kill team models from the Kill Team Hivestorm kit. Gosh, the saturation feels so weird on this camera. I kind of regret getting this camera. It's 120 quid. Come on. There we go. There's my little servo. I'm making a servo turret. It's a servo turret, and it's controlled by like bones of a fallen and brains. It's got a hot shot volley gun on it, which gets 8 shots. So it gets 4 shots, but if it's within 15 inches, it gets 8 shots. And it does like... It hits as hard as a bolt gun and does armor... It hits as hard as a bolt rifle. So great big guns that Space Marines use. And we also made her today. And we're going to make another squad. We're going to make... Actually, I'm not going to make her today. The rest of the squad today. Maybe we'll make them over for weekend. Yeah, we'll make them over weekend. We've done a lot. I keep getting distracted on tangents on these hand cams, you know. I meant to use some of this terrain today to base my Imperial Knights. I mean, you know what? Let's get the Knights out and we'll look at it. Not bad for an overcharged flashlight. I mean, last guns are not bad weapons, actually. I mean, they're very effective weapons when you look at the stats. The Knight! Okay, so I've been modifying Ravenfield so we can do Ravenfield 40k on Wednesday. And it's actually been super fun. Because one of the things to do is I had to modify the health of different characters to represent for different factions and so on. So what I've done is I based it on doing a mathematical calculation of how difficult the models are to kill in the actual game. For, you know, 40k for board game. And so what I've done is like, normally you got 100 health per soldier in Ravenfield. So what I've done is a calculation of an arc with its basic gun can do roughly 75 damage at medium range, just firing a single round of firing effectively, just blasting its gun going. There's around 75 damage. So I've chosen that to represent an arc shooting for a single round. And then I calculated how much would an arc in the board game, how many rounds of firing would it take an arc to kill another arc? And then I'm like, okay, that's about 5 turns. And how many rounds of firing would it take to kill a guardsman or a Tau or a what's it called? A Space Marine? And as a result, it just ended up having a Space Marine having 1,500 health points, having a Guardsman only having 225. On top of this, then you've got the guns just doing so much damage, and it's like the bolt guns just wiping everybody out pretty easily because obviously it's a bolt rifle. Well, the last gun's doing way less damage. Mash jump. Jump! Woo! Who got the thing? Or did you all miss it? Oh. But yeah. So that was a fun thing ran out. Aww. Cough profusely. No, no, stay with us, bats. Stay with us. But anyway, one of the fun things is just how all the characters survive. Now, one of the fun things is the arcs. I've checked. You'll see how the arcs are in Ravenfield, but just a spoiler. But I've made it so when the arcs spawn, they have a random amount of health between about 200 and 650, representing the different sizes and types of arcs you get in the game. But on top of this, to represent how arcs, actually this is just something from a mod I downloaded that it does this, is every time an arc kills something, it gets a little bit of extra max health and max size and max speed. And it instantly heals to full health as well. I think that's just the side effects of the game though. And as a result, if an arc just manages to go on a killing spree, it can become very easily as powerful as a Space Marine, if not stronger. And it's just really fun just seeing all the different advantages and just trying to balance all the factions so they can kind of work together in or work against one another in what feels like lore accurate ways. And by lore accurate, I mean totally lore accurate because it's Ravenfield and everything's derpy in that game. I think he means mass bomb, if I'm honest. Either that or he means mass screensavers who all fly. But yeah, let's just look at what we can do with this space. I think using parts of this could be really good. Just like take this piece. And we put it there, so it's smashed like that. Yeah, we can have him just smashing through the floor. Oh, that would be cool. Oh. 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 Ah. Yeah. Totally Law Accurate Battle Simulator. I do like Totally Law Accurate Battle Simulator. We need to play that again. I need to get another cool mod for that, because last time we were playing with Lord of the Rings mods, I couldn't get it to be as cool as I did when I just made it myself. Oh, that's such a cool cutscene I got for it. Cool thumbnails, just as riders of Rohan just smashed into everybody, blasted them to pieces. Oh, greatest moment of my life. Okay, what does this? Yeah, these two pieces link together here. Okay. Just let me cut out fish stuff. You don't have to be too neat when cutting out these buildings because they're destroyed anyway, so all the bits of extra just sprue and stuff clanking off them just feels like bits of girder and stuff. Bits of rebar rather. Okay, that's a lot of bits I had to clip off then. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we got two of these things now. And I believe these two just slot together. There we go. Okay, these two definitely don't attach to that. But I believe, take that piece off. Have him say smashing through like here.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world warped in plastic. It's fantastic.
warped in plastic. It's fantastic. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's fantastic. Da, da, da. Life in plastic. That's how it goes, isn't it? Life in plastic. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. Do 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 do. Da 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 do do. Da 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 da. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like this. I like in smashing through the bit. Now it's always in cover. One thing I wanted to do with terrain is do a House of Carfax vampire just smashing through a wall. Oh my gosh, that would be cool. Oh, one thing I could do, actually, is... Oh, I would have had to balance it before putting it together. Have it so it looks like it's just strode right through the wall and just like smashed it all to pieces. So it's a bit like that. What do you think? Think it would be... That was a strat that had just ignored impassable terrain as it turned to shadow. I imagine it would
Come on,
loom up.
Barbie, let's go party.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. If you put comments after after words and stuff, it'll force Cupcake to take a pause. Otherwise, Cupcake will just try to say things as quickly as possible. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. There's a strat that you're just ignoring possible terrain as it turned to shadow. Oh my gosh! That's like a robot. That's like a giant machine walker thing. Okay, so... If I go like this... Why is phone's vibrating at me? Candy store. What? I don't play candy store stuff. But let's look at this. How will it look on camera? Okay, that's too many pieces. You know what? We'll just glue it. We'll just glue it. Screw the woos. I've got glue. I got an ad when he said it. No. Oh no. Just add commas to the stuff and he'll say it properly. Looks to be That's so mean. I don't know where he gets it from. To learn, I'm gonna force you to eat potatoes. Actually, no, potatoes are great. I'm gonna take a cheese because I think it'll be funny. Get a nod block. No, because then I don't get ad money. No. You know how much money I get from ads? Actually, I get quite a bit of money from ads. I say quite a bit. I get like 30p per stream. 30 pence. Which isn't a lot, but it does add up. And it does help cover some of the costs of streaming. So... I'd prefer it if people didn't use ad blocker, but, you know. Do what you must, I suppose. There we go. Those spooky, scary nights. Yeah, that's a scary night. I don't want a giant machine monster turning to tar and oil and just seeping through terrain to smash right into me. Oh my gosh, why don't you want to stick? Just gonna have to get a lot of glue on this thing. Oh, phone's vibrating. Stop it! There you go. Lots of glue. And then what we have is this guy just smashing through. Like smosh, bosh, crush. I think that'll be cool. We'll lift it up, but it fall off now. Hopefully not. Like that. Yeah, that would be cool. I won't glue him on because I think I'd want to primer it separately. The entire thing doesn't want to stay glued on though. That's annoying. Huh. Let's make the base very front heavy too. I could just make it like... Ooh. Oh, alternative. I could just make it like this. So it comes the other way. Oh, so that way it just looks like it's smashed into the building. Oh, that's way better. Just have it smashed into the building. Oh, check time by. I know. Thank you for... Yeah. Gosh. And then I could diorama. I could add like a bit of broken rubber under its arm here, like where it's just smashed through the bit. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's good. I like it. I like it. Okay. That's cool. Now, I've yapped a lot today. I've gone off on a lot of tangents and we've barely done any actual building. I mean, we did look into the box though. We did check for book. Because I've never read those books before. I don't know much about Kill Team, so it was an interesting thing for me to see them for the first time. I need to get more glue. I have bought more collars recently. That's like one of the things I was like, I need to buy more stuff. And it was collars. Like choker collars. I thought the stream was about a box. It was about the stuff in the box. And in the box was books. And in the box was these guys. And these guys. With a little drone boy. And a little servo girl. I'm a servo girl in a servo world. It's horrific. Life in torture, agony, lobotomy. I don't know. Life into it. Okay, what rhymes with to it? It's a bird. It's a bird. It's a bird. I didn't let me save the other song. It didn't let you save the other song. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, anyway, we'd get to chucked out for box. We got to read the books out in the box of the Kill Team stuff. And we discussed these. I don't know much about the Thespids. I can't be bothered looking them up. I don't know enough about Tau to really comment on them. I just know that the models are really, really cool, and I am really glad they finally got an update. I'm a bit sad it looks like in the lore they well, they didn't include in the lore tidbit that they showed, or at least the bots that we read, about the skull, about the helmets being mind controlled, and the fact that they don't wear the helmets anymore, or not all of them do, also suggests that they're not mind controlled anymore. So, but I think that was always a rumour. I guess that's just a rumour's wrong, or at least it's no longer true. They no longer need mind control to rule them. But yeah, we did figure out the Acrylians. They are relatively balanced. They are cool. Body shot is a pheromone thing. Perhaps. But they did say their language included pheromones, so it's possible the communication helm just
The only
pheromones
good
them.
bug is a dead bug.
Oh, what about my Tyranids? No, what? No, my Thespid. Look at Thespid boy. He just wants a big hug with his little radioactive rifle and crystal. Oh, now he's dead. You killed him with your meanness. And now I just got a step on. Splat. Repeats, but louder. No. No. No, poor Bookman. He's not a bug, he's a stingwing. He's a Thespid. Go. You think I can balance this? Oh, skateboarding Imperial Knights. skateboarding, Imperial Night. Ninja Night. I'm doing my part then. Shoots bugs.
I'm doing my part then shoots bugs.
Yeah. I mean, look, as long as your Tyranids are well trained. My Tyranids aren't well trained. But they like to pee everywhere. It's like pee, and they like to eat everything. But look at this thing is like the ultimate bug killing machine, by the way. Look, it's got a flamethrower. It's got a massive Gatling cannon. It's got a Hivestorm. It's got a giant battle cannon. It's got anti-air rocket launchers. It's got an armored face. It's got big legs. A stepping on bugs. Splat, splat, splat. I didn't know the turtle was a starship trooper. Yeah, the turtle's a starship trooper. I'm doing my part. Blush, blush, blush. Badu, 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 bottom, 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 bottom,
Yep, damn arachnids.
Damn arachnids. What's an arachnid? You're doing it. Who do you think will win? One string wingy boy and his little droney friend, or Big Titan Mama? Bzz, 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 bzz. Stand up there. There we go. There we go. Mario. Oh, I'm a silly person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be serious. We're gonna end the stream now. Let me just look. If anyone's... Oh, no, that's not correct. That's not correct. There we go. What about my stingwing drawing? Do you like my stingwing drawing? I forgot to show you guys that. Oh, my gosh. I forgot to show you guys that thing. Let me... And also, let me just check if anyone's live right now. Anyone live? Spectre's live. What's she doing? What are people watching? Lobotomy Corporation. That's a pretty... Okay, that's fine. That's a long playthrough story she's doing. Okay, Stingwing sits on top missile pod. Night is rendered ineffective. Yes. If you think about it, rats are just roaches off of mammals. Not sure that's true. I think rats are more like the shrimps of the mammals. Like, rats are quite useful. Roaches, I'm not sure actually have much of a function in like the environment and ecologically. Yeah. But rats actually are quite important functions in various environments that they're in. And in some regards, while they're also... Well, rats are known for spreading disease, mostly due to fleas, but also in part help reduce disease due to the fact that they also destroy waste. They eradicate a lot of waste. It's a bit like cats though. I think cats also help that function by getting rid of the rats afterwards. No, effectively keeping the rats away from the places you want to live, while the rats then otherwise generally deal with the waste that you throw away elsewhere. Oh no. I love how you straightened up to say something and then I had a Jet2 holiday ad. Well, you know, Jet2 holidays, they're very good if you think about it. When I went on holiday with Jet2 holidays, I went to Tenerife for only a £5. I was a best on plane I've ever been on. Only one wing fell off. And both the wheels. Because it only started with 2. Stayed on for at least an hour off a flight. Oh my god, I would not be a good spokesman for Jet2. It was just like a perfect breathe in and then add song. Like, damn, Cupcake's been doing so well for singing training. I am. I'm so amazing at singing. I'm a Bobby. A Bobby. Life in plastic. I'm sorry for the terrible. I should try purposely singing badly, because then when I sing well and it's not much better, everyone will just be super disappointed. Well, at least.
Crazy lady.
I'm not a crazy lady. I'm just. Cupcake, why did you say crazy lady and immediately just go to sleep? No. Anyway, I like my Fespid Stingwing drawing. I think it's a fun drawing. I'm just a bit tired. Don't agree with Cupcake. Oh my gosh. Good Isn't not a good observation. I'm not crazy. Look, if I was crazy, I'd be wearing a hat indoors without a jacket, and I'd have sunglasses on too, and I'd sometimes switch to a nerd face. But if that's not happening, because I drink cola, that means I'm not crazy. Yeah. This is when it turns out you can growl effortlessly, and you should do more metal covers. Growl! 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 How do you do growls? Metal. Isn't it like when Metal goes rah, rah? I can't do it. I've got a code. It hurts my throat. I know that when I was trying to do an evil voice once, I could do some weird thing where it's like if I go into my throat, it's like, oh my gosh, I can talk really weirdly.
RHHHGGHHGGG.
How do you do? How do you do? Oh my gosh. I don't listen to enough metal to know how to do a metal growl. I don't like for listening to although I do like Mary's metal music. Mary, do you know from Ian's gone. Ian is gone. No, why do I sound like I'm drunk? I'm not drunk. I don't drink alcohol. I only drink cola and water. But yeah, Mary, if you don't know, she's from Ian. A-I-E-N. And she's awesome. She's Norwegian, and she can do the metal screamo stuff, and it's amazing. There's something in the cola. What's in the cola? Oh my gosh! There's a rat in my cola! There's not a rat in my cola. It's just a sandwich maker. Makes little sandwiches the size of your finger, but you know, not the size of your, like your fingertips. I mean, not the size of your finger. Yeah. I was going to make a Ratatouille joke, but you know what? I'm too out of it to make a Ratatouille joke. I am an alien. What does power do? What does power do? Ba-da-da-do-do. What do you mean, what does power do? I don't know what power does. I have no idea. I can sound like a crow effortlessly, apparently. I go. I looked on stream of its actions. I have no idea. Power. Let's just wait to see if something happens. Did anything happen? I don't think anything happened. Power, fire. Okay, where's Bats? Did he get any power? Did he get set on fire? Did something happen? Power, fire. Maybe it's a mod action. If it's enabled at all. Bailey, iOS. I can't find Bats. There's Bats. No, it doesn't seem to do anything. Doesn't seem to do anything. I'll have a look. I can't really check Stream Avatar stuff until I close Stream Avatar, so everything here will just disappear. Near the keyboard. Yeah, I can see you. Don't worry about it. I know where you are now. Slots, power. Oh. Ah. I wonder if this will work. Power, slots. Okay, that was iOS doing the bomb. Okay, I didn't seem to do the slot. Huh. Okay, doesn't seem to do anything. Doesn't seem to do anything. I'm sorry. Oh, if we do. No. No. Okay, what about bomb power? Oh darn it, that failed. That failed. Bomb power. That was a big explosion though. Ah, that's another bomb. Didn't seem any bigger. Now, it doesn't seem like power does anything. But anyway, I need to end the stream. So have a good rest of your day. I hope it goes well. And I hope... Oh my gosh, I just accidentally won the Jump Cacks game. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. So goodbye, everyone. It was nice having you here. Have a good rest of your day. Wait a minute, let me go to the Handcam. Love heart to you all. And... remember, play hard, work hard, play harder, eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes, the friends, not food, all of that good stuff. Love you all. Bye-bye.